Welcome everybody for my full platinum walkthrough for Tormented Souls 2. We'll be doing this in 3 playthroughs: assisted, standard and tormented, and splitting all the trophies amongst them. You can do it in 2 playthroughs, but it'll be a lot harder. I might do a 2 playthrough route afterwards, but let's just get this 3 playthrough route done first, because like I say, it'll be easier. There will be a text guide, but it's not quite ready yet, and I don't think I'm going to release it for this until it's all completed, because we're making it a bit more detailed. So we're going to wait until it's all finished, and then I'll release it when it's finished, guys, and link in the description. So once it pops up, that'll be when it's finished. I will not be releasing it beforehand. You've got videos here for now anyway to go with. Now in the options, I'm going to change my controls and button layout to type C, and I'm going to increase my cursor speed. And of course we're picking assisted difficulty. I'll explain why in a moment. But the reason we're going to pick button layout C, because it puts aim on L2 and then fire on R2. I mean, if you want to change it for something you prefer, that's great. But I think most of us prefer to have aim on L2 and fire on R2 for these survival horror type games. The reason we're picking assisted is because we're going to do no healing on this very first playthrough. That's the only real condition we want to keep in mind. No healing. We probably are going to get a speedrun trophy out of the way, but every playthrough is pretty much going to be under 5 hours, so don't worry too much about that. But no healing is what we want to focus on. You can heal once, by the way. That's all you can do, heal once. Because you have to, because you kind of start the game in a moment after cutscenes in danger. You have to heal to get out of it. You just leave that guest room to begin with, head to the corridor at the end, guys, and enter the chapel here. You'll get a cutscene. Of course, I'm skipping all cutscenes because this is a walkthrough. Now, once you get control in the infirmary, spin around and grab the thumbtack from the wall behind you. Once you've got a thumbtack, come to the other side of the room. Grab the Holy Bible to the side of the bed. You want to examine it, and then once you examine it, combine the thumbtack with the lock to unlock it, and take the flower bud key from inside. Once you've got a flower bud key, head over to the gate. Use the flower bud key on the lock to unlock it. Head up the steps through the gate, push your trolley out of the way, and then exit the room. You'll get your very first trophy, which is escape. For escaping from the infirmary. It's a story trophy. There you go. Now once you've got that, you want to go forward to the T-junction and then go left. As you come along here, you'll find Anna's sketchbook on the small little stand. Do not go past the stand, so it'll be dark and it'll kill you. We are going to do that in a minute, but let's just do something else first. And then once you've got Anna's sketchbook, come this door nearby. In here will be your safe room, but at the back will be pliers. Take these pliers from a small chest to the back. Once you've got pliers, grab a first aid kit on the bench. Grab the recording tape from the lockers, there'll be 3. And then once you've got all them goodies, come over to the tape recorder, use a recording tape on it, guys, and save your game. I also just used a first aid kit, just to heal from danger back to fine. Remember, you can heal the game. You can heal yourself, sorry, once. Yeah, good luck trying to heal the game. You can heal yourself once, and you cannot do it again. You start the game in danger pretty much after that cutscene, and you have to heal to get out of it. Now, once you've healed once, do not heal anymore. I'm not going to be collecting any more healing items pretty much. And we're just going to come out of the room after saving the game, guys. Go left around the corner, into the darkness, until the screen starts shaking, and then let the darkness kill you. That pop another trophy called Death. Unassisted, when you go into danger, by the way, from now on, it doesn't happen the first time, unfortunately, but from now on, when you go into danger, after about 10 or 20 seconds, you'll heal back to caution automatically. And all I'm doing now, I'm just loading my game from the main menu, just because I do not want that death to save on my final results. Yep, unassisted, if you go into danger and wait about 10-20 seconds, you'll go back to caution automatically. This is why you want to do no healing on assisted. Now back in this corridor, continue to the far side and then enter the door on the opposite end, this one here, to enter the bell tower. And then want to make way to the bottom of the bell tower. All videos for this should be about 30 minutes long, by the way. The reason this one is a bit quicker, a bit shorter than that, is just because I didn't have much time today, and I actually thought this would take longer. But it only took just over 20 minutes to get to the prison area. At the bottom of the bell tower, use supplies on this body. Use supplies on the cage on its stomach to cut it open and then grab a lighter. Once you get a lighter and go into your menu and shortcut it. Yes, lob it in a shortcut, then you can just press up on the right stick. Yeah, the shortcut menu, use the right stick to activate the shortcuts. It's not the D-pad like normal. Yeah, it's a right stick in this game. So of course there's no camera to move around. Now go back up steps and go through the door you just came through. Now you got lighter, you'll keep the darkness away. In darkness, by the way, you cannot use any of the weapons. If you're in darkness, you pretty much can't do anything other than take out your lighter. You can't open doors, you can't interact with anything. And with lighter, we can go past the safe room and enter the door at the far end and go into the library. In the library, go down the steps in front, go right, and then go to the end to find a ladder. Go down this ladder to reach the bottom floor and grab the first aid kit, the map from the table. Yeah, the convent map. Maps are really good in this game, by the way. A lot better than what they were in the first. I don't really remember them that well, but they are quite good in this. And then come to the door at the end of the library. We did pass a painkiller on the table, but of course I'm not taking them because we do no healing anyway, so there's not really any need to collect healing items. Now once out here, go right and then right again. Come to the end here. You'll get a cutscene just as you passed that path, and then at the very end will be a button for the elevator. Enter out of it, turn it green, then go back and we're going to ride the elevator down to basement 1. In this video we're going to get the nailer weapon, we're going to get the hammer melee weapon, and we are also going to get a shotgun. The shotgun is very powerful in this, I really do like it, but fortunately it's quite slow. At the bottom you want to grab that nails times 12 beyond the cage. Because you're unassisted, you're going to be finding more ammo as well, by the way. Once you've got the 12 nails, come along here and go through this door. If you kept going on, right at the end there's a painkiller I think, but all we wanted was to get the ammo and get through the door. Now in here, an enemy is chasing you, so quickly light that candle. You passed, light the second candle just there. Come up your steps, remember to be quick so the enemy is chasing you. On this fork, go left and activate that candle. Then quickly come to this chest we just passed, open it to find nails inside it, and then enter the door at the end. Do all this quickly before the enemy gets a chance to catch up to you. He will not chase you into this room. In here, lift the lever to turn on the lights, grab the nails on the barrel beside the lever, grab the air canister on the back table, and then grab the nailer frame from the workbench. Examine the nailer frame and then combine the air canister with it to create your first weapon. And you'll get that trophy, Femme Fatale. Make sure you combine it and it's ready, then you want to equip it. Then when you've got the nailer equipped, come straight through, back through the door guys, and kill the enemy. It will take 7 shots. 3 shots will stun it briefly, 5 shots will knock it down, and then 2 more shots will finish it off. So 7 shots in total, but 5 shots will knock it down. So you get 5, you're basically guaranteed a win. Now carrying down here, that enemy will burst through the gate. Once he bursts through, quickly shoot him 5 times as well, and then 2 more to finish him off. Remember, as long as you can knock him down, you've basically won the fight. Then carrying along here, be quick past that night trap. When you go past that, it will try to hit you with the knife, the sword. So quickly keep going so you do not get hit by it. Enter the store for cutscene with Joseph. Grab the hammer from the body afterwards. Yeah, once you've got the hammer, you want to equip it in a shortcut and then grab the nails from a locker. Once you've got the hammer and the nails, leave the room. With the hammer, by the way, now what you can do is when you knock an enemy down with 5 nail shots, you can run up to them with the hammer and then hit them 4 times to finish them off. It will just help you to conserve ammo a bit more. And all we're doing now, back in the basement, we're going to go back where we first came in to begin with, where the enemy came out of the hole, and back here into the north corridor, first floor. Once back up here, make way back to the elevator. And you want to ride it up to 2nd floor, north corridor. Back up here, go right, go straight on at the next fork, and you want to break these green jars we passed earlier. One of them will have some nails inside them. These items inside jars are always fixed, by the way. You get a bit less ammo inside them than normal pickups, but it is all fixed, which is good. Then when you got them, come to the door behind the elevator and use the hammer on the padlock to break it. This is a very strong hammer and the padlocks are very weak. So that'll break it. Go through a door afterwards into the Cloister. Now it's going to be 3 enemies in this area, so be careful, guys. Going to break them 2 jars first to make a path forward. Come in here. Now when you come in here, there's going to be an enemy. Sometimes he'll come straight for you. He kind of starts in a random spot, but he'll always be over here to the west side, I think, or is it east? But yeah, get his attention. Remember, 7 shots, but you've got plenty of space here to bait him around. Do not let him get too close. You can dodge in this game, but I don't really use it too much. So 5 shots to knock him down, and then 4 hammer attacks to finish him off. Right, come up here next, this little cage. Interact with the lever to release a trapdoor and make the corpse fall below. Come over here, smash the screen jar to find 1 shotgun shell inside it. Once you've got that, come along here, grab the nails from the trolley, and then pull out your lighter and go down there, down the stairs like that, until you hear the enemy music. 2 enemies will spawn. Once the 2 enemies spawn, come back up here, equip your nailer, and shoot the first as he comes through there. Keep shooting him. Then once you knock him down, focus on the other one. If you can quickly kill him, great. If not, just knock him down and then focus on the other one. So he's going to be the one who's like a imminent danger, because he's currently chasing you. You've got plenty of space, so again, just keep moving around. Do not let him get too close, guys. And when you knock him down, if the other enemy's still chasing you, finish him off with a nail gun. But if the other enemy's dead, finish him off with your hammer to, of course, conserve ammo. Once they're both dead, that's all the enemies dead in this area. Come down the stairs where they came from, interact with the corpse, and use a pliers on the little blade stuck in the skull. And you'll get the handsaw blade. Once got that, go back up to where the first enemy was, go down that corridor, and go through the far door. Sorry, yep, it's the east passage. Yeah, this first enemy was in the east. I'm just looking at the text guide now. Yep, east. So down here, and it's going to take us into the south corridor 1F. In here, grab the book in front of you, Sister Miriam's Diary, 01, Sin and Punishment. We need to get all these collectibles. And then at the fork, take the path on the right. You will see a spider enemy appear above you. Come down here, turn on the lights, avoid them green jars that just got healing items inside. Then quickly come around here and go through this door before that enemy gets a chance to attack. You've got to be very quick before he gets a chance to attack you. Them enemies are very hard to kill with your nailer, so we want to leave it until we get a shotgun. Trust me, you will thank me later. Now you'll be back in the bell tower. We've unlocked that shortcut door at the bottom now. You're going to come all the way to the top. You might have checked the top yourself earlier if you're a little bit curious, you know what's at the top. But there'll be 2 green jars blocking your path. Smash them now that you've got a hammer. Carry on to the top. Grab these shotgun shells from the desk in front of you, and then climb up the ladder. We've got a little puzzle coming up. Now for this puzzle, if you open your map, yeah, shotgun shells there should be 4 bullets. Shotgun shells normally come in 4, 3 or 1. In green jars they're normally 1, but when you find them loose, it'll normally be 4 or 3. Now use your hammer to hit these spells in a specific order. Do the west bell first, then south, then north, then east. So again, in this order, west bell, south bell, north bell, and the east bell. Once done them, the glass in the middle will break and you can grab the shotgun. I'm going to shortcut that already. You can only hold 1 shell to begin with, and it takes a long time to reload. Do not use shotgun unless I advise. Nailer, you can spare some ammo, but not with shotgun. Now come down the ladder, wait for the 2 enemies to come in front of you, then when they get close, guys, kill them both at the same time. This is what the shotgun is good for, but the crossbow later on is even better for killing multiple enemies. But them 2 are just perfectly aligned. I think they're put there to display to you how effective the shotgun can be. But you never really get a chance to do that. That's probably the only time you're going to be killing 2 enemies at once with a shotgun. It's good for the stronger enemies to knock them down. But once you kill them, go all the way back down the bottom, pull out your lighter. Now before you go through the bottom door, make sure your shotgun is reloaded, make sure it's equipped, and then go through the door. Right, make sure you've got your shotgun out, there you go, and it's reloaded. As soon as you go through this door, aim and shoot the Arachne enemy. Yeah, this one's called the Arachne, I believe, and the others we just killed were called the Punished. Straight away shoot him, then equip your hammer, hit him 4 times, wait for him to recover, then hit him 1 more time, that'll knock him down again, and then 1 more. So it's the 1 shotgun and 6 hammer attacks. Smash that green jar in the corner to find more nails, and then come down here into the door on the left to enter the kitchen. Yeah, shotgun and 6 hammer. The reason I hit him 4 times and then waited is because sometimes he can recover before you hit him 6 times. And in this room, guys, in the kitchen, aim the shotgun, go forwards. After a few steps, an enemy will call down behind you near the entrance, spin around, shoot him once, and again 6 hits with a hammer. But again, hit him 4 times, wait for him to cover, hit him 1 more time to knock him down, and then a 6th time to finish him. Come down to the bottom part of the kitchen, come to this pantry, press the switch on the wall to turn on the lights and grab the nails from the lockers. Next up, enter the door at the back opposite that pantry to enter the refectory. In here, you're going to turn right, come to the end and flick this lever, turn on the lights, smash that green jar next to it to get shotgun shells, and even if you want healing items, do not grab that healing item on that bench there because it spawns an enemy. Yeah, even if you collect them, like I say, do not collect that healing item on the bench near the lever. Next up, come to these steps, go left, pull this bench out of the way. Or sorry, it's more like a rack, but you'll find a hidden room. Come in here and grab the handsaw frame. Once you've got a handsaw frame, go back to the steps, turn left, smash a green jar opposite the steps to find nails, and then come down here, go to store at the end, guys, to enter the calefactory. In here, grab the chess mat on the small table, chessboard mat. Come down the steps, grab the recording tape from the chest on the left, go right, smash the jar to find shotgun shells. Quite hard to see this one, but you can smash it, and you're kind of just in the light, so it'll work. Yeah, you find shotgun shells in that green jar, and unlock that shortcut door. We're not going to go through it yet, just unlock it ready for later, because we will be coming through there from the other side. So unlock that door, guys, and then come back through here into the refectory. Once you're back in here, we're going to go back into the kitchen. Complete a little puzzle in here. In the kitchen, you want to go up to the fridge on the top floor. Yeah, the big fridge on your left. Interact with the handle to open it. By the way, I normally like to combine things when I'm actually in the puzzle menu already, because it saves a bit of time, and as you can see, you can still do it. So once you open the door, examine the handsaw frame, then combine the handsaw blade with it, complete the handsaw, and then use the handsaw on the frozen arm to get the frozen hand. Once you've got the frozen hand, come down to north side of the big oven in the middle, interact with it, open the door, use your lighter to light the coal underneath. Once you've done that, place the frozen hand on the top, guys, and you'll get the item it's grasping, the cryptex. Again, I'm going to complete this puzzle when we get to the door we need to unlock it with. Once you've got a cryptex, it's melted. You now want to make your way back up steps, guys, and go out the initial door, back to the south corridor 1F. Now in here, go left. Yeah, one of them green jars has a healing item inside, but of course I'm not going to take it. Now when you get back to this junction, we're going to take the other path now, but it's going to be 3 enemies here. We're going to try to bait them all one at a time. So you kind of know when there's enemies spawn, because the music will change slightly, and if you aim, you kind of auto aim onto them, but sometimes the auto aim might not be locking properly, especially if they're on like a different elevation, guys, or if you're moving at the same time. Because you can move and still lock onto them, but it can make some of your bullets miss, so just be careful. So 3 enemies, and it's 3 punished. They're the ones which take either 7 nails or 5 nails and 4 hammer hits, and they fall down after 5 hits. And then 2 more shots will finish them off, or 4 hammer hits. But like I say, try to bait one at a time, move back into the light so you can use your weapon. Kill the first, bait the second, move back, kill him, then bait a third, move back and kill him. Now up here, grab the nails beside the museum door, which you can't access it yet. Just grab the nails, come over here, turn on the light at the top of the steps, go down into the cellar, guys, and unlock the basement door at the bottom, and then go through. The locker opposite that door, by the way, has a healing item inside. Of course, we're avoiding it. Now you're back in the basement, turn right at the fork, go straight on. Now at this fork, go straight on as well. Go back through his cage, get his shotgun ready, because an enemy is going to appear right here. Yeah, make sure you got a shotgun ready. Immediately shoot him to knock him down, then 4 hammer hits, 4, wait for him to recover, hit him 1 more time to knock him down, then hit him a final time to kill him. I don't know what it is, but If you hit him 5 times straight away, it won't stun him. You have to wait for him to recover, then hit him again. And I think just due to how much damage you've already done to him, I think it just knocks him down. Now, for this puzzle, you need to rotate all the dials so they show the same display as mine. I hold it there for a few moments when I've completed it, but you want to leave dial 1, dial 2, rotate it 4 times to the rook, dial 3, rotate it 5 times to the bishop, dial 4, rotate it 1 time to the queen, dial 5, rotate it 1 time to the king, dial 6, rotate it 3 times to the pawn, and dial 7, leave it. Dial 1 and 7, the start and the end need to be the knight. And then take the key out, guys, and use it to unlock the door. Come into the prison. We're almost there, guys. There's a safe at the end of this area. Yeah, to continue through the end, these traps are not working yet. They will be working on our way back later. So come through the gates. Once you reach the circular walkway, you want to turn right and go this way around it. Go to the end, and you'll find like a little power box on the wall. Your supplies on it, on the wire, to obtain it. We need that for something much later in the game. Once got the wire, unlock the panel and flick the dials like this. So from left to right, you want to be right, left, 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 right. Leave them like that. You won't really get any indication to know that you've done it properly, but later on we'll be able to activate some power. So from left to right, you want to turn them right, left, 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 right. Now come in here, grab Sister Angelica's notepad, O2, the black blood. From the stepladder, grab the shotgun shells on the left, grab the recording tape from the locker, and then save the game. And that'll be it for part 1, guys. So how has it been? Has the pacing been good for that? Because that's kind of how it's going to continue for the rest of the series. And like I say, sorry about the text guide. It is coming. I just don't want to release it until it's finished because it's going to be more detailed than what I normally do and better presented. But yeah, part 1 done. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on part 2 tomorrow. Hey, welcome back to 100% of our very first playthrough on Tormented Souls 2. Yeah, we're doing 100% on this one, and this is, yes, part 2. So we want to leave the jailers room. We're going to go around the circular walkway and go down the next passage on your left. This one just here, I almost went past it. Yep, go down the next passage on your left. Turn on the light. When the chamber opens up, flick this switch to open all the cells. That puzzle we did a bit earlier, that unlocks that and basically gives it power. You want to come inside cell number 2. I'm counting them in a clockwise direction, by the way. Go into cell number 2. And then you want to go into cell number 6. But as soon as you go into cell number 6, light the lamp at the back. Then quickly switch your shotgun in order to kill this arachne quickly when he comes up to you. Knock him down once with a shotgun, and then remember 4 hits. Wait for him to recover. And then do a 5th hit to knock him back down. And then a 6th to kill him. Grab this document nearby. That is the symbol paper. Some of these documents we don't actually need them. I just want to show you where they all are in case you want to complete the puzzles yourself. Next up, I want to open the cell at the very end. That was cell number 7. One punished enemy will come out. Just back up and shoot him 5 times, knock him down, and then attack him twice when he's on the floor to kill him. Or is it 4 times? No, I think it's 4 times then afterwards. But yeah, come to cell 7 and you'll find the phone book page. Once done that, come back down slightly, go into cell number 5, and inside here will be a bed. Pull the bed out of the way and there'll be a little hatch beneath it. Go down the hatch and you'll enter the crypts. Once down here, you want to head forward. In the alcove on your left, grab the nails. We are going to get this boss done in this video, by the way. Get a boss done and get into the next area, the town. Yeah, go to that junction, turn on the lamp, turn on this next lamp, the second one. Then go past the stairs. Do not go upstairs, follow the path beside him. Grab that document. That was Sister Miriam's diary, number 2. Grab that document, then continue on down the passage. Make note of that trap we just passed because on the way back it's going to activate. Yeah, come to this altar at the end. You want to take the book from it, the cursed book. What's it, the Necronomicon or something it's called. But yeah, grab the cursed book and then put the Holy Bible in its place. That's it, because if not, you will not be able to leave the room. I'm going to light them 2 candles at the back, just in case. You'll find out why in a moment. Come back down here. Now the trap is moving. Now what we want to do, there's a trophy for killing an enemy with a trap, and this is a good spot. So when you approach this trap, you probably heard the music change, like an enemy is aware of you. I'm just going to wait here for the enemies to catch up. It will probably take about 10-20 seconds, as you see, but hopefully you timed it right. and they'll run straight into a trap. And there you go, get that trophy, guys. Now, normally only one enemy spawns for me, but for some reason 2 spawn now. I don't quite know why. Maybe it's a bug, or maybe they've updated it slightly. But yeah, it has been 1 in the past, but this time 2 spawn for some reason. But if they do manage to get past the trap, just because of where it is at the time they reach it, just take them back into the room where the Bible was, circle around the altar, and then go back, get on the other side of the trap, and then try to lure them into it again. Like I say, you have to kill an enemy with a trap for that trophy. And then once you've done all that, make your way all the way back to the end and climb up the ladder. Go back through the prison. There's nothing in any of the rooms, by the way. That's why I just showed you the only cells which have something good inside. Yeah, all the way back through here. Now all these traps are going to be activated. So take your time. It's very, very easy to run straight forward, not see it until it's too late, and it kind of like stun locks you. There's quite a lot of these, by the way. So yeah, just take your time going back through here. And there we go. Managed to do it without getting touched. Surprised. Yeah, go through the massive vault door at the end to get back to the basement. Come back to the next fork. Go left. We're going to go past the night trap. Make sure you move quick so that the sword does not hit you. Right on the tip of your hairline. Come back into crematorium. Yes, and Joseph have another little cutscene for you. He'll take the cursed book. You'll give him the museum key. We need to come back to that room later on, actually, because a note appears in there once he kind of despawns and moves on. But yeah, go in there. It gives you the museum key. Come back to the fork. Go left. Keep going straight. Head up the steps. And then go left at the next fork after going up steps and go in the door at the end. Back into the south corridor 1F. In here, go on the right side of that table, go up the steps and come over to the museum door. Now we've got a key, we can unlock it. So interact with the door, use the museum key and use it on the middle lock, then the left lock, and then the right lock. So middle, left, right. I think it can work in another order, but it's just what I've started doing and it works for me. So middle lock, left lock, and lock number 3. That's it. And then interact with the handle to open it. Head inside. Now once in the museum, that first jar has nothing inside, but its green jar has some, I think it's nails. Yeah, grab the nails from the second jar. Come down the steps nearby. Grab the note on that display case. That's Sister Miriam's diary, number 4. Grab that one, then we want to go down the steps in the middle. And then down here, you want to go right. Go around the back of the steps, grab the shotgun bullets on that little trolley. Come around to the back wall. Grab the jade ornament. We need that for a puzzle. Grab the nails on this next trolley. Then carry on back to the front of the room and then go in the front, far left door. In here, it will take you to the torture museum. Lots of tortured bodies on display for everybody to see. But you want to keep following the right wall. You go past these chains and then go through a door beyond them. It'll take you back to the basement, but on the other side of that hole. Grab the rotary dial and that small cabinet. Yeah, grab the rotary dial near all the telephones, guys. That's all you need. Then go back inside the torture museum. Grab the recording tape immediately on your right on that small chair. Come over here. Got the small steps near the body. And grab the Sister Miriam's diary. 05. Once got that, come back down, go right. Come down here to this cage, unlock it by hitting the padlock with the hammer. Head on through here and then we've got to do a mirror puzzle. Now when it comes to these mirror puzzles, I'm going to call the bottom left candle always to bottom left, number 1. And then I'm going to count them all in an ascending order in a clockwise manner. So we're going to light candle number 1, candle number 4, candle number 8, 9 and 10. Pause the video if you need to, but yeah, light candle 1, number 4, number 8, 9 and 10. There'll be a cutscene, go inside the mirror and you'll trigger out a trophy, reflection. Now there's normally one enemy in here to begin with, but it can be a bit glitchy. It probably depends where he is, so I think they can spawn in random spots. Kind of in the same area, but just in like a random location there. There's actually 2 enemies here, but the first one is further on. We're not going to engage him yet. But it's normally one which likes to patrol around this body in the middle. So I'm trying to get his attention. I have no idea where he spawned. You've got to be really careful because it's quite dark. Some areas you can't kill him because it'll be too dark. The game won't let you fire. So I like to lure them to here where the body is, because there's a little bit of light and hopefully I can shoot him there. So I'm trying to get his attention. I know he's here somewhere. And by the way, I did increase the brightness on this video. So let me know if this is better than the previous video, or you want me to turn it down a bit. Maybe I've turned it up too much, because some things are really bright now when I look at it. But yeah, the enemy's not around at the moment, so what you want to do is interact with that torture table and turn the lever on it to pull the body in half. Do that, and then when we go back to real world, there'll be an item inside. So yeah, turn the lever on that torture bed to rip the body in half. Then we're going to come in this door behind the body, not the side where the crank is, the other side. Yeah, go through that door, you'll come into the museum, but the other side. Come up steps in the middle, and there'll be a arachne enemy at the top. Run up to him, shoot him once with a shotgun to knock him down. I really can't see anything there. I'm surprised this doesn't count as darkness, that spot at the top. But yeah, you run up to arachne first, shotgun to knock him down, then 4 hits with a melee weapon, wait for him to recover, and then 2 more hits to finish him off. Then come to this angel statue, use a lighter on the scroll to burn it. That'll make it so in the present time we can do something else there for a puzzle. But yeah, make sure you burn that scroll on the front of the angel statue, and then go back through the door into previous room. And of course that Iron Maiden trap, guys, make sure you get past it quickly so all spikes come out. You can lure the enemy into that if you want as well, by the way. Now here he is. Yeah, so like I say, he spawned straight away this time, so I'm not quite sure what happened. Maybe he was further along. I don't want to go too far along the corridor because there's 2 of these, and I do not want to trigger them both at once. So this way, they're both separate. So 1 shotgun, guys, 4 melee attacks, wait for him to recover, and then 2 more. That's it. So he's dead. Now I'm going to go down this passage. And there you go, I've triggered him. This way, got to be really careful, because triggering them 2 at once is going to be nasty, and it's probably going to waste you a lot of ammo. I mean, it can be easy if you use your shotgun without the melee attacks, but of course that conserves more ammo. So I'm going to wait for him to come in this illuminated area. I'm going to shotgun him between the eyes and then slap him on the back of the head. Wait for him to recover. Do a 5th hit to knock him back down, and a 6th hit. And my 5th hit missed. I'm not quite sure if it's because he's on the step. Yeah, just make sure you're close enough to make sure your attacks are going to connect. And don't leave it too long with that 5th attack, because as you can see, if he does an attack where he moves onto his back feet, it can move him back slightly and your attack might miss. Now behind that body on the table is a healing item, painkillers, but of course we don't need him because this is our no heal playthrough. Come on here to the end, guys, and go through the mirror at the end. Now in this cave, grab the shotgun bullets on your left, on top of that frame. Quickly light these 2 lamps, and then take out shotgun. There's going to be 3 punished enemies here, and if you can line it up well, you can kill 2 at once. Sorry, all 3. I can't see what's going on here. It's really dark there. But basically, there's 2 enemies near the front of the room, and there's 1 in the side passage. And if you get in the right spot, you can shoot 3 at once, 1 shotgun bullet, kill them all at once. I managed to get 2, and then I just killed the 3rd one with my nailer to knock him down, and then 4 hits to finish him off. Right over here, come over to this big kind of like statue, and open the lid on the side, guys, and take the ornate heart from inside it. So make sure you take that from inside. That's it. Come along here next, and flick this lever to unlock a secret wall, taking you back into the main part of the torture museum. And then you're going to come over to here now. Because you stretch out body in the other side, you can take, sorry, in the past, or was it the other side? You can take the barrel from its torso. With the barrel, examine the shotgun, guys, and combine it. Now you can hold 2 bullets. Later on you can hold 3, a massive amount. 3 bullets doesn't sound like a lot, but it's 300% more than what you originally have. Or 200%, depending on how you look at it. But once on that, you want to come back into the museum. There is something else we need to do here, but we still need another item, so we're going to leave the puzzle until we come back later. Yes, go left and come back up and go through the initial door. You'll come back into the south corridor 1F. Once back here, go left to the next fork and then go right and back into the cloister. What is a cloister? Because this place is normally called a gallows, but I'm not quite sure if it's called something different on other versions. Just a translation, the cloister. But yes, come to the far end, and Go in the door, back into the south corridor 1F. Once in here, you want to turn right and go back into the library. Now when you approach the ladder, an enemy is going to jump out from the hole in the floor, a arachne enemy. There's them spider types. So get your shotgun ready, run up to him. Maybe don't shoot him straight away, just in case he might be invincible for a moment when he's jumping out during the animation. So wait for him to recover from the jump, shoot him once with a shotgun, and then 4 hits, guys, remember. Wait for him to recover, and then 2 more. Climb this ladder. Follow the railing around to the steps. Go left up steps, yeah, take out your lighter, then go right at the top of them. Come to his telephone, and we're going to call my number. First, combine the rotary dial with it. Yes, call my number. My number is 3890 and asterisk. Yeah, do not forget the asterisk. So 3890 asterisk. That's it. My mum will answer. Anna will answer. She's a bit dramatic, like always. Lots of dramatic conversations with Anna. But yeah, after the phone call, the portrait will open it back. Sorry about all the notifications. YouTube comments, of course. I do normally try to turn them off for minus or turn down the volume. But yeah, go to that painting at the back and grab the jade ornament disc. We need that to complete a puzzle later. Yeah, grab the disc. Then once you got it, climb back down the ladder. Go back through the door we just came in. Yeah, back into the south corridor 1F. We're going to go and change our outfit now. You've probably done this already. I just like to do it now because we're running through it. It saves about 20 seconds. But yeah, grab that note there, Sister Miriam's diary on that cabinet. Yeah, make sure you grab that, guys, on the right. Sister Miriam's diary. 02. Come back into the guest room where we started the game. Open the wardrobe, guys, and pick a new outfit. I'm not going to let you watch me get changed, but yes, that's my new outfit. Doesn't matter, just grab any outfit fashion, but I'm going to go back to the original one. I'll probably try and change outfits during each playthrough if I can. But yeah, back to the original for Tormented Souls 2. I know the white one is from the first game, but I'm going to stick to the red one for now. So once you change your outfit, got that trophy, grab the recording tape ×3 from the chest at the end of the bed, and then save your game. But we're actually going to overwrite the save. For some reason, the registry trophy for saving your game once, it's a bit broken. It doesn't work for just simply saving your game. You have to overwrite a save. Well, unassisted anyway. Maybe it works on standard or tormented, I don't quite know. But I know unassisted at least, you have to overwrite a save. So save your game and then overwrite the exact same save, and there you go. Registry, save the game twice in brackets, or overwrite a save. But anyway, come back out into the corridor, go left and enter the Cali factory. We unlocked this door earlier on because it had to be unlocked from the other side. So I hope you did do it when I mentioned it. Come to store here. Now examine the jade ornament and then combine the disc with it. And you want to press these buttons in the following order after combining the disc. Press the right button, down button, left button, and then right 2 times. That's it. You want to create a square. And once you've done so, just press circle to go back to the inventory menu and then put that inside the door to unlock it. Come inside. As you go a bit further in, a seal will close the door behind you. Grab the nails from a small table. So you know what that means, some enemies coming up. Yeah, once got the nails, come to this far corner, smash a green jar for a 1 shotgun bullet, and then grab that document on the nearby cabinet. Yeah, that document was Mother Lucia's Diary 01. And then go to the end, grab the plant sprayer, guys, the empty one. Then once you got that and come back down, 3 enemies will crawl out from this hole in the middle. Now, there's 3 at once, so you can't really use the nether. So you're going to get in trouble if you do. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to line them all up and kill them all with 1 shotgun bullet. I know it's taken me a while and I have no idea how they're missing me. But I do actually manage to pull it off. But I don't normally have to run around for this long. But I kind of gave up. I thought, well, I'm just going to shoot them and see what happens. But I managed to shoot them all at once. But even if you don't kill them all at once, when there's more than 1, use your shotgun. And then when there's 1, you can go to your nether. So use your shotgun, guys, when there's more than one, but when there's only one enemy, you can turn to your more conservative approach by, you know, nail gun and then melee them when they're down. But I mean, if you can, try to kill them more than one with a single shotgun bullet, because they are quite hard to come by to begin with. Then once you've done that, come back into the refectory, go into the kitchen, and then from the kitchen we're going to go back into the South Corridor 1F. We are almost ready for the boss, the Iron Maiden. All the bosses, they have like little gimmicks to them pretty much. I think every single boss has like a little gimmick to it. This one you have to stab the boss in the eye with some daggers. But once in the South Corridor 1F, go left from the kitchen, then go along the corridor, then go right to the next fork and come back into the museum. In the museum, come over to the angel statue. This is that statue. Remember, on the other side we burnt the scroll. So now we can actually see its chest. There's not much to see, but you want to combine the ornate stone heart with a gap in the chest. And then once you've done that, it'll create a blood pool in front of it. That small bowl will fill up with blood. I think it's blood. And you want to combine the plant sprayer with that basin, and it'll fill it up with the liquid. That's it. So once you've got your ketchup, you want to go back into the previous room. We're going to go back to where we saw Joseph now. And there's going to be a fire there because now he has moved on. So we're going to come down here, back down to the basement. I think this is the quickest way to get this document. We do come back into this area later for the true ending, but I don't really come near here. I think this is the last point we're going to be in the convent, and it puts us the nearest basically to getting this document. So back in the basement, go down the steps, continue on at the next fork, go through that gate, go right at this fork, run straight past the knight statue so you do not get a knife on your back. Come in the crematorium, you'll see Joseph is gone. He's left skid marks there from his wheelchair. But yeah, grab Joseph's diary 01. Once got Joseph's diary, leave the room and then go back to the next fork. Remember to avoid the statue, go left and then take a right just past the gate. Yes, take a right. We're going to go back through here into the corridor, North Corridor 1F. Go to your right. I went the wrong way for a moment. At the end of that passage, it's just a healing item, which of course you don't need. Yeah, so go to your right, Caroline's right, or sorry, Emma Wildberger. And then call down the elevator. Ride the elevator back up to 2F. That's it. And then you want to go right. Go all the way, I think this is the east end. But yeah, come all the way down here. And now we come back to the cursed door. Now we're going to use a plant sprayer. But first need to examine it, guys, and pump it. Yeah, pump it real good. That's it, give it a good old pumping. And then once it's pumped, use a primed plant sprayer on the 3 arms, guys, to put them out. That's it, the magical ketchup will just make him disappear. And now we've got a boss fight, so it'll be a cutscene first. Some of these bosses, they do look quite cool. I do like some of the designs they've used. Especially, I think it's the Harvester. Quite like how they've done his face. But anyway, yes, this is the Iron Maiden. There'll be some shotgun bullets over there. This is mega dark. But yeah, grab them shotgun bullets near the wall, the far wall. And then you need to grab the 2 daggers from these 2 corpses. Sorry, they're not corpses, they're clearly alive. But yeah, take the dagger from that body on the wall, then go to the opposite wall and take the dagger from this body. You do need both of these daggers. And then what you need to do is deal enough damage to the boss to knock him down, at which point there'll be a prompt. Interact with him, and then you can stab him in the eye with a dagger. You've got to do it twice. So the first part, it will take 5 shotgun bullets up close. You can normally do 2 shotgun bullets to stun it briefly, then run away as you reload, dodge an attack, and then do 2 more. So 5 shotgun bullets to begin with. Like I say, just evade attacks in between, and if you can do 2 shotgun bullets back to back, it will normally stun him briefly, give you a chance to run away. But you don't normally get a chance to do 1 bullet unless you just dodged an attack. That's it, so stab him in the eye. Then once he recovers, again another 5 bullets, just evade his attacks. Now normally when you knock him down the second time, he only stays down for a moment, so you want to stand by him and keep throwing eggs. So if that prompt's only going to appear for like a second, you're going to get it in time. But with me, the second 5 batch of shotgun bullets don't actually knock him down, but I know he's very close to getting knocked down. So I switch my nailer and just shoot him, because shotgun bullets are more expensive than nailer rounds. I think it takes like 3 or 4 nailer, so that's less than the damage a shotgun bullet does, I think. There you go, so knocked him down. So it took me 5 to knock him down once, and then 5 again, and a few nail bullets. And stab him with the second dagger, guys, in his eye. That's it. I did try to stick them both up his nostrils, but it didn't allow me to do that. So you got to put it in the eye, or even in his ear. That could work if the game allowed you to do it. But yes, you get a trophy, Blasphemous. Defeat the Iron Maiden. Once you get control back, you'll be in the chapel. You're quite worn out, but don't worry, we're going to have a chance to relax before tomorrow's video, because we're almost done for this one. Now you want to go up the steps on your left, make your way up to the top floor, which you want to grab some items first, and an upgrade for our nailer to make it shoot quicker. Now go past the first 2 green jars on the top floor, go past the door, and this green jar at the end has nail ammo inside it. Yeah, that has nail ammo, so grab the nail ammo, and this jar here, by the way, has a healing item, but we don't want it. So go through this door, upstairs. It's going to actually bring you into a library. We're going to grab the recording tape from this shelf. We're going to unlock this shortcut gate, very important, because we're going to come back through it later. Yes, unlock that shortcut gate. And then come over here and grab the compressed air canister. That's a upgrade. Once you grab that air canister, examine your nailer, guys, and combine the upgrade with it. There you go. That'll basically make it fire a little bit quicker. Personally, I think my favourite weapon in the game is the automatic nailer. It'd be nice if we got infinite ammo for that. Yeah, that weapon would be awesome. But we get that a bit later. So once done them, you want to come back into the chapel, go back down to the lower floor. Once back down here, try to kind of maneuver around the nuns. I'm not quite sure why you can't walk over them. Maybe it's a sign of respect. But yeah, come right, go beneath them steps, grab the nails directly beneath them. And once done that, come over here to this corner down these steps and grab the nails from a chair. Once got the nails, come up here and go through this door to enter the arcade. Not the arcade you're thinking of, but yeah, once you come in, all you're going to do is grab that note directly in front of you on the bench. Joseph's Diary 03, I think that was. Was it 03 or was it 02? 03, I think, but yes, grab Joseph's Diary off that bench in front of you, then go to the far door and enter the commercial district. We are now in a new area. This is the town. Very simple way to describe it. But yeah, come to this blue car in front, open the trunk and grab the shotgun bullets from the side, and then come into the call centre. Once in the call centre, grab the recording tape on the chair, and then grab the document from the desk, Miguel's Diary 03. And then once you got that, come to the tape recorder, guys, and save your game. And that's it. Part 2 done. Got a boss done, which is nice, and then we've got to the town under 1 hour, which ain't too bad. And that'll be it for part 2. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on part 3 tomorrow. Hey everybody, welcome back. This is part 3 of Tormented Souls 2. We are in the call centre, just in the commercial, sorry, not commercial district, in the town area. Yeah, so from the call centre, go through the doors, get back into the commercial district. Turn right, go along this path, go past the dark blue car, cross the road, make sure you look both ways before you cross, and then come down this path, and near this little kiosk, you'll find the map, the Villa Hes map. So you want to grab that, and then carry on all the way down to the end of the road. By the way, there's currently some trophies are booked on PS5, but don't worry for them, because they should be patched by the time we get to the playthroughs. And by the way, there's a newspaper article there, 03. Yes, grab that newspaper article on the bench, and then come around the corner and enter the butcher shop. Yeah, sorry, back to some trophies briefly. So they are currently glitched, but when we get to them again on standard difficulty and tormented, I'll do them same requirements again. So they should be patched by then, guys, and we'll get the trophies then. So don't worry about the glitched trophies. We'll still work them into the guide, but a bit later. So you come into the butcher shop, come into the back, grab that nails, come over here, grab Miguel's Diary, number 4. Make sure you grab that diary. Then come to the ladder at the back to enter the butcher shop cellar. Down here, We're going to come through a passage on the right and grab the mole staff entrance key for that corpse impaled on the wall. Once got the key, quickly go back up ladder because a pig enemy is going to spawn down here. I'm going to kill him later, but I just wanted to run away from him from now. We can come back later with sledgehammer and kill him without using any ammo. Once back in the butcher shop, make way back into the front door, guys, and leave via the shutter. Commercial district, you're going to go straight on. Go straight into the mole. Now that you've got the key, you can use it to unlock the door and pass through. Remember, I'm avoiding all healing items. I have just passed a bunch. For example, there's a garage just to the left where we came out of the shop. It's got a painkillers at the end. We're leaving it. I will be pointing them out on the second playthrough, and they will all be in the text guide once it's released. But yeah, for this video, I'm avoiding all the healing items. I am trying to point them out where I come past them, but sometimes I kind of forget, so I'm not seeing them on screen. But come in this shop to the left of the front door, grab the coil nails on the step ladder in the corner, and then grab the map from behind the counter, the mall map. Once you've got that map, you're going to leave that shop, turn right, come to stairwell, make way up to the floor above. Then on the up floor, you want to head to the far corner, go down these steps, and enter the pharmacy at the bottom. We are going to be enter the processing plant on this video and getting quite a bit done there. Get the new weapon, the crowbar, which allows you to destroy those square crates you might have seen on the commercial district and wonder, how do I bait these? Because if you hit them with a hammer, I think they shake slightly, so it kind of shows you that you can do something with them, just not at the moment. In the pharmacy, we're going to come all the way down the bottom. You can't do much here at the moment because there's no electric, but at the bottom, grab the instant photo opposite the lower door, the instant photo, and then go through the lower door. You'll be in the mole lower floor. From here, turn left and go through the small gap in between the wall opposite, which is broken. In this room, the video game store, or rental store, sorry, grab the recording tape near that first chair and this armchair. There's some nails on the shelf behind it, but trying to grab it is a little bit awkward. You can see it flashing and sparkling, but you have to kind of wiggle around and keep spamming the button to collect it. And once you're done, you want to exit the shop. Once outside, come through this door directly opposite into this cafe. Go through the cafe and out the front door. Once you're out the front door, you want to follow the path to the left and enter the next room on your left, which is the hair salon. In here, grab the recording tape on the middle table. Grab the coil nails on the two boxes on the back. And then we're going to save the game. Yeah, I plan to kind of stop this in the processing plant at the first save point. But when I looked at the total time, it's only on like 17 minutes. So I ended up adding a bit more onto it. But it worked out quite nicely. So we'll kind of stop at almost 30 minutes exactly when we get to that next save back in the processing plant, but it allows us to get the crossbow and make quite a lot of progress in that area. So once you save your game in the hair salon, come back outside, turn left, come into this room at the end that says danger above it. This is going to lead us to the circuit breaker. Beware those pigs because on the way back one of them is going to get up. But yeah, come to the far corner, grab the nails from the chest, and then flick the lever on the circuit breaker, guys, to turn on the power partially. Now go forward. Once you see the pig, run back because it'll be too dark there to shoot him. You need to run back here to where it's light, and then you want to shoot him, guys, like so. To kill the pigs, it's similar to the punished enemies. It'll take either 5 nails to knock them down and then 4 hammer hits, or just knock them down with 5 nails, then shoot them 2 more times, and that'll kill him. Then once you kill that first pig, come back in here, outside the power room, and there'll be another one roaming around this corridor. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, he normally patrols around here. We're going to take out that one next. Remember, unassisted, if you get put into danger, you'll heal back up to caution after a short time. Between 10 to 20 seconds. And when you're in danger, you do actually run a bit slower, like so. You'll be kind of holding your stomach in pain. Now you want to smash this green jar outside the hair salon. You'll find coil nails inside it. Yeah, grab the coil nails from inside that green jar. And then you want to go through the door opposite the hair salon. There's a goat you can unlock from this side. So make sure you go through that gate. In here will be another pig enemy. Yeah, so again, kill that pig enemy next. Come behind the foosball tables and grab the coil nails at the back on the bench. These green jars I'm not breaking, it's because there's nothing inside them, by the way. Now you're going to come into the toilets on the right, the first toilet, first restroom. Inside there will be the automatic nailer. This is what you use them coil nails for. And I do quite like this weapon. It would have been nice if we unlocked infinite ammo for it. Now unlock that gate opposite the toilet, but do not go through it. Just unlock it ready for later. Very important, guys, because that's a little shortcut. And we're going to come back through it later to save a bit of time. So make sure you unlock the double gate opposite the restroom, but do not go through it. Then you want to go back into the video rental store, go all the way to the back of the store and go back through the crack in the wall. Back here, we're going to smash this green jar on the right nearest this door to find some nails inside it, and then come back into the pharmacy. Now it's going to be 2 punish enemies in here now, but they're upstairs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go upstairs until I trigger at least, well, I'm going to try to trigger one of them, but you don't really know where they are, so you can't see. So you kind of just, fingers crossed, you trigger one at a time. So I think they're roaming the front. So you know when you've triggered once, you'll hear the music change. And then I normally go down the bottom where I've got a bit more space, spin around and shoot them. Remember, 5 shots and 4 hammer attacks, or just 7 shots. I'm just going to use my nailer 7 shots because throughout the course of the game, you get a lot of nail ammo. Yes, you're going to have loads left over, guys, unassisted. So yeah, I'm just going to use my nailer. But there'd be 2 of them, and I got them both, luckily. Luckily, they didn't come down like inside each other. There's time for me to kill the first one before the second one showed up. So once you kill them 2, come over to this puzzle. Yeah, the fridge puzzle. We couldn't use this before because there's now no power, but of course now there is. Now you want it to be blue, yellow, red. You see them colours on the top right. Wants to be blue, yellow, red. And basically, dial 1, just move it up 4 times. Dial 2, leave it, and dial 3, put it down 5 times. But you just want it to be blue, yellow, red on the colours on the buttons. Then you open the door. You can grab a first aid kit inside. We're never going to use it, but I just grabbed it because it was there. And you also want to grab the dojo key. That's the main thing we wanted from the fridge, the dojo key. Yep, they've been keeping it nice and cool for you. Now, before you leave pharmacy via the front door, equip the shotgun because it's going to be an arachne enemy immediately on your right. As soon as you come out, run up to him, shotgun him, and then hit him 4 times with a hammer like normal. Wait for him to recover, and then hit him 2 more times to kill him. Upstairs, there'll be another arachne enemy. He might not be up here, he might be down the bottom at the far end, where you can see the other one. But hopefully you got one up here. So quickly kill this one. Run past him, then kill the 3rd arachne enemy, and there she is. Like I say, the first one is almost always directly outside the pharmacy, but the last 2 are normally roaming around here somewhere. And hopefully they're not together, so you can kill them both separately, like I have. Then once you kill them, I'm going to unlock, I'm going to press the button on this vending machine to get some nails from inside it. Once got the nails from a vending machine. Yeah, that's one of those new DIY vending machines. Yeah, come up to the dojo, just near the top of the steps, and unlock it using the dojo key. Once inside, grab the shotgun bullets from behind the counter. So dark, it's so dark. I have turned up the brightness. I did double check, so I thought I didn't, but I did. And then once you got the shotgun bullets, come in the back room, guys, and grab the box cutter. Yeah, that little tiny blade. Once got a little tiny blade, that's probably from the DIY vending machine as well. Yes, once you go back to the front door of the dojo, a punished enemy will spawn from the restroom. I'm just going to kill him with 7 nails. That's all I'm going to do. 7 nails. It'd be nice if you could actually use a nail, combine a nail with a hammer, but you've got to use them separately. So 7 nails to kill him, or 5 nails and 4 hammer bullets, but 4 hammer attack. But like I say, you're going to have plenty of nail ammo, so don't worry too much. Then you want to come out the front door to the mall by going downstairs and turning left and going the door opposite. Once back outside, cross the road, and you want to come over to the telephone box. Now you want to use a box cutter on this. For some reason, she couldn't take the tape off herself. I think she's kind of like Leon when it comes to taking tape off things. They don't quite have the grasp of how to do it, so they have to get something to cut it with. And once you've done that, you'll trigger a brief cutscene again, and it's being all dramatic. And after this, we're going to grab the coins from the bottom slot. And a wild burger. Yeah, with these coins, we're going to go back into the mall. And we're going to play a claw machine. This claw machine, I probably played about with it for about 10 minutes. I tried every single teddy bear, but it's a very specific teddy bear you have to do it on. I first thought it's random, but after messing about, yes, it's not. You just have to pick up a very specific one, and once you know it, it's actually pretty obvious. But once you've got the coins, come back into the mall and go down the steps on your left and go through this gate, which we unlocked earlier, the shortcut gate. Ignore that pig, it's just a jump scare. Now once back in here, turn right, go past the foosball tables and enter the arcade beside the hair salon. Yes, come into the amusement arcade. Grab the letter to Zach behind the counter. Once got the letter to Zach, interact with the claw machine, place a coin in it. And you want to go all the way to the right and then up slightly, and you see that teddy bear with one eye. That's one you have to pick up, which I guess is supposed to be, resemble Emma Wildburger, is it? But yes, grab that teddy bear with one eye, and that's one you got to grab. Then once got a teddy bear, we're going to come back outside into the mall passage. We are going to go right slightly and then left through the shortcut gate, go to the far end of the mall, the opposite end, come down these steps on the right and interact with the chained up body. Now once you interact with him, we're going to examine the teddy bear first, and some of you might not like to do this, but we're going to cut up the teddy bear with a box cutter. That's it, don't worry, I'll put a band-aid on him afterwards. But once you cut him open, you'll get a gold ring inside him. You're going to place a gold ring on this body. He'll think you're proposing to him and he'll be mega happy. And he'll be so happy, he'll just kind of disintegrate. And you can go in the door behind him. Or maybe he just really didn't want to be married to you, so he kind of despawned himself. But once you go through the door behind him, grab Miguel's diary 06 on the red barrel in front. Yes, make sure you grab that diary 06 from the barrel in front. Come upstairs to the street, go left, and you'll trigger a cutscene. And he's got Leon's jacket on, hasn't he? Why does this jacket look so similar to Leon's? But you want to come up these 3 sets of stairs, all the way to the top. You can go straight on past them. I know there's some nails in the trailer, but we have to go down there anyway later to reach a new area, so we'll just get the nails then. Once you get to the top of the steps, go in the small gazebo. You'll find newspaper articles 02 inside. Yes, newspaper articles 02. Come over here, grab the nails from the stool. Once you've got the nails from the stool, come up the steps at the back and enter the container office. In here, turn right and you'll find recording tape on the filing cabinet, and then we are going to save our game. There is a lot of saving slots. I think there's 20 altogether. So don't be shy about saving. Just keep saving it in new slots. Then once you've used them all, just cycle back to the first one, guys, and just keep going through them that way. We're going to exit the container office now, and make our way into the processing plant. This took me quite a while to kind of optimize it, because this area is sending you back and forth with so many different things. You go to one area to get item B, then you go back to the other area with item A to get item B. Then you got to take item B to where somewhere else was before, because then you can get item C. A bit like that, a lot of backtracking, but I've tried to optimize it best I can. But anyway, before you come into processing plant, make sure you grab that coil nails on the bench near the statue just before the entrance. Grab the coil nails on the bench, enter processing plant. The door will close behind you. Come left into this conference room. Grab the coil nails on the first table you pass, and then go into the opposite door, into the lower wing. Once in the lower wing, come straight ahead and grab Miguel's diary 07. Yep, grab that diary 07, and then come this door on the far left. Again, I'm only smashing green jars which have things inside. I am leaving green jars which have healing items inside, of course. I'm only smashing the ones which have ammo. Right, come up these steps. We are now in the upper wing. Enter the first door on your right. There'll be a few new enemy types in this area. Now we're going to leave the tape recorder for a moment. We're going to come up this ladder first into the surveillance room. In here, you're going to find recording tape on that bed. You're going to find the bike parts. Yeah, metal bike parts, make sure you grab them, very important. And then grab the coil nails on the right there. That's all you want. So recording tape, metal bike parts, and the coil nails, and go back down and save your game. They're metal bike parts. They're not for what you think they are. You probably think they're for a bicycle. They're not. I think when I did combine them with something, I just randomly thought maybe they work on this, and they did. But yeah, when we go to combine them on something, it's probably not what you would expect. So I'm saving my game. Then we're going to go back into the upper wing. Most of the items here, they do have very obvious things you have to use them with, I think. But yeah, they're metal bike parts. They just weren't obvious at all to me. I just had nothing else to use them with, so I thought I'm going to try them on this. But you want to come right in the upper wing. Once you see the cutscene, keep going on. And go left into this open office in here. Go right and grab the coil nails from the table. And on the opposite side of the notice board is the map. The processing plant map. Once you've got that map, you want to come into a door straight opposite the open office into the dormitory. Into the dormitory, grab the Brother Ewan's Diary 01 off the middle table. Yeah, Brother's Diary 01 off the middle table, then come into the bathroom. Yep, Joseph is waiting for you. Don't quite know why he's in the bathroom, but grab the coil nails from there. And then once you've got coil nails, guys, grab the crowbar, the new melee weapon. Which is, I think it does almost twice as much damage as a hammer. But you can use it to break them crates now, the big crates. So I'm no longer using the hammer. I'm going to replace it with the crowbar. So once you've got the crowbar and the coil nails, leave the room and go back into the upper wing. Once back in the upper wing, you're going to go left, back down to the lower wing. This is your new enemy type, by the way. It's a fisherman. You want to equip your shotgun once you leave the room. Then once he spawns, quickly shoot him with the shotgun, guys, and to knock him down, and then finish him off with a nailer. Yes, always do that with them fishermen enemies. Shotgun to knock him down, and then finish them off with the nailer. Right, and then we're going to carry on down to the lower wing. I think the nailer and the crowbar, they do the same damage. Of course, one's ranged weapon and one's a melee. Yeah, you want to break these crates and go down a small elevator. And then go through the door opposite when you land at the bottom. Yeah, crowbar and nailer, I think the damage they do is the same. So if you kill him with a shotgun and 4 nail bullets, then it'll probably be shotgun and 4 crowbar hits to kill him. Now once in the basement, you want to go left. When that enemy spawns, the lights will go out, so you need to quickly light that candle. Yeah, quickly light the candle, guys. Equip your shotgun, wait for him to come around the corner, then shotgun him to knock him down, then equip the nail gun and shoot him to kill him. There you go, nice and easy. Then grab the nails from the box in the corner. Yeah, quite difficult to see, but yeah, nails from the box in the corner. Then break these 4 crates. Go down to the bottom. Go left at the bottom to grab some coil nails near the end. And then go through the door opposite the stairs. Yes, into the freezer room. Once in the freezer room, come down the steps in front. Go right and go into this open cell on your left. Inside here, grab the Brother Ewan's Diary 02 on the small table. Yeah, Brother Ewan's Diary 02, grab that. And then interact this portrait and keep pressing the guild's chest. I know it sounds a bit wrong, but you have to do it to open the door. So just keep pressing on the guild's chest until you get the right spot, guys, and it'll unlock a hidden wall. Come around the corner to the hidden wall and smash these 2 crates. One of them will have nails inside him. Once you've got the nails, grab his nails on the next trolley, just past the hidden wall. And then come over to this button, press the big red one. That's it, it will open the cell behind you. Come aside, and you want to grab the VHS tape for the freezer. And you also want to grab the nails on the side table. So we'll grab the VHS tape, grab the nails, and then you want to exit the room. Go back down the corridor, guys, and go back into the basement. We need to go all the way back to the conference room now and use that tape. Yep, and then come all the way back down here to the freezer. Yeah, we've got quite a journey to make. This is what I mean by this area. It sends you back and forth all over the place. But I believe I've got the most optimal way to do it. You know, when going for 100% as well. So all the way back along here. Them steam coming out of the pipe, by the way. The steam can damage you. So if you're about to run past the pipe and the steam coming out, just wait a moment for it to stop and then run past. So back on the lower wing, turn right, go back into the conference room. Come down to VHS player. You want to press eject, then combine the freezer tape with it and then press play. And then you're going to enter the screen. Once you come back here afterwards, an enemy is going to spawn, but you shouldn't need to come back in this room. So when the enemy does spawn, just quickly leave the room, guys, and you don't have to fight him. But make sure you go through the door we just came through. So yes, VHS tape, put it in, press play, and then interact with the screen. I'm sure it normally let me skip this in previously. I'm sure I have skipped this on other playthroughs, so I'm not quite sure why it's not allowing me to now. But you will get trophy when doing this for the first time. Journey, travel to the past. Yes, there we go. Now in here, you just want to go left. You're back in the freezer room, as you can see. Yeah, go left. You want to go to the cell at the end. You don't normally have anything to collect in these past areas. But there is one a bit later where you need to collect some it. So press the button to unlock the door. Come inside and you want to grab, you want to move the wardrobe. So yes, come inside and move the wardrobe at the back. You need to block the vent. That's all you need to do here, guys. Block the vent. Yes, and then you want to go back. Yes, back to the camcorder. Go back to present. Back in the present, when you move forward a few steps, it's going to trigger a arachnid enemy. So turn to your left when you get control back and go back through this door. Make sure you go back through this door and not the other one. Once back in the lower wing, we want to go back down the elevator to the basement. We're going to go straight through the door ahead. We're making our way all the way back to freezer, as I was mentioning a bit earlier. So back into the corridor, turn left, go to the end. That's it. Then the next step after this is to go and get the cassette player, like a portable one, from the dock area. So go back into cell at the end and you're going to get a long cutscene. After the cutscene, we're going to grab a light bulb. Yes, that light bulb just there, guys, from a desk lamp. Once you've got a light bulb, you need to interact with the door and use the nailer, which is quite cool. Yeah, use the nailer. That's it. Luckily, that's left there. Luckily, there's no glass in the window. That's it. You can get out and make sure you grab a sketchbook outside. That's Anna's sketchbook 02. We got 01 back in the convent. Yeah, I guess what happened is when you block the vent, it meant Anna couldn't escape or nothing could come in to take her. So it makes it so she stays in that room. Then you come back to present and she's still there because she couldn't escape. Because she couldn't push the wardrobe out of the way herself, I guess. So once back in the basement, you now want to go all the way to the opposite end. You'll come across two candles on the way. You want to light them. So light that candle and light this candle as well. The reason being is because when we come back in here later, it's going to be a crab enemy. And we need to make sure this lights so that it can kill him. Then come in here, grab the acid test tubes. Once got them acid test tubes, come around here and place a light bulb in the light bulb slot on the far end. Once done that, go back slightly and press a button above the vent. That one just there. And then smash these crates, guys, and go down the elevator. And them acid test tubes, they're not for what you think they are. Similar to the bite parts, they're used on a weapon which you probably wouldn't initially expect them to be for. Yes, it looks like they're for some kind of acid grenade launcher, don't they? We combine them with something like that. But once gone down a small elevator, go through the hatch at the end to enter the underground dock. In here, there's going to be a little puzzle coming up. So you come to this panel at the end and you want to turn the top middle 1 time and the top right 3 times. That's it. You want the top right circuit to be green with 3 lights. So remember, top middle, turn it 1 time, and the top right node, turn it 3 times. that will activate this elevator. Come and press the button to call it up to you. Then ride it down to the lower part of the dock. There's going to be a bunch of spider crab enemies here. The automatic nailer works really well on these. It will take 9 shots to kill each, but it's really quick to do. And at the moment, yes, it's our best weapon for them. Now you want to turn left first, smash these crates to the left. You'll find one shotgun bullet inside them. Then you want to equip the automatic nailer ready. Like I said, it will take 9 shots to kill one crab. 9 shots. Now when the first 2 appear, you want to walk back just so you don't have one on either side. Yeah, run back quickly when they spawn. There they are. So they're both kind of in a line, and then kill them both quickly. And I just got a trophy for killing 40 enemies. Ruthless. Yeah, kill 40 enemies. And by the way, the trophy for killing every enemy in the game, that's not true. You actually have to kill 120 enemies. So if you think I'm missing enemies, we're not. You have to kill 120 enemies for the trophy for killing all the enemies in Villages. They're supposedly changing the description in a patch. But you want to come through this gate next and grab a cassette player. Once you grab the cassette player and move back a few steps, it's going to spawn about 4 crabs. Quickly take out the first 3 with the automatic nailer, and then kill the last one with your nailer. I kind of messed it up because I equipped the wrong weapon. But if they do manage to jump on you, you'll kill them anyway when you throw them off. And yes, so quickly killing 4 crabs. Then you want to go back up the elevator. And by the way, opposite that gate, which we just opened and went through to get the cassette player, there's a small little path almost opposite it, which leads, it's a very small path, it's about probably 5 steps long, and it leads to a dead end. If you go down that very small path, it'll make a another spider crab spawn near the first aid kit on the end of the dock. So just go where I went, go in that gate, grab a cassette player, go back the way you came and go up the elevator, and then you shouldn't spawn any more crabs. So I'm just changing my shortcuts around again now. The automatic nailer does have some very good uses, so try to avoid using it unless I advise. We will have a lot of ammo later, but to begin with, ammo on a lot of our weapons is going to be quite low, except for the nailer, I guess. So once back up in reception, make way to the end and go back into the basement. Once in the basement, there's going to be a spider crab enemy. Now if you quick with the crowbar, every hit will stun him. So if you can run up straight up to him, like here he is, you quick the crowbar, guys, and just kill him with 3 hits. Like I say, it will stun him. That's it, works really well. And then we'll go through the next passage on your left, back to the lower wing. We're making our way up to the upper wing now, and we're going to go into save room, guys, and save the game. And that'll be it for part 3. On the lower wing, go left and go into the far left room. It will take you to the upper wing. We're going to go up steps. Now it's going to be a arachne enemy around here. I'm just going to kill him quickly before I go into the safe room. So remember, 1 shotgun bullet, and I'm going to kill this one with a nailer afterwards. So 1 shotgun bullet and about 3 nails, I think. There we go, got him. So kill him first. I think it's an arachne, or what's it, a fisherman? But yes, you want to come back in the safe room. Here it is. Yeah, so the storeroom. That's it. Come inside and save your game on the left, guys. And then that'll be it for part 3. So we have made quite a bit of progress in this one, which is nice. Give you plenty to keep you busy until part 4 tomorrow.
My head is real. It was it. We looked something cheated.
And so that will be it for part 3, guys. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on part 4 tomorrow. Hey, welcome back to part 4, guys. We're in the storeroom. Just going to get up from our chair and head outside back into the upper wing corridor. We're going to turn right, and we're going to follow this path around and enter the next door. On your right, go back into the dormitory. We've already been in here, but we need to get a file now, which appears once Joseph has gone. So go back into the bathroom on the left. If Joseph is still in here, then talk with him, then leave and come back in. Yeah, so if he's still there, just exhaust his dialogue, exit, come back in. And he should be gone. And in his place will be Joseph Diary 02. That's it, grab that diary. And at the moment, until they patch this, it seems it gives you the trophy for collecting all of Joseph's diaries, only if you collect 3 of them. Yeah, but we still want to collect all 4 anyway, just in case if you do patch it. Or because you might need all 4 for the journalist trophy as well. But But once you've got that file, come back outside into the corridor, go right, grab the acid test tubes on the bench near the far end. Make sure you grab the acid test tubes. Then interact with this panel. You want to take off the cover on the panel, then examine your cassette player, take the batteries out the back. Then you want to put the batteries inside the keypad, like so. And then the code for this is 1765. 1765. Press the red button afterwards to unlock it, and do not forget to take the batteries back. That's it. Once you've got batteries back, go through the door. As long as you put the code in and press red button, guys, you can take batteries out. It doesn't matter. It's not going to lock the door again. Once it's unlocked, it's locked. It's locked permanently. Just make sure you take batteries out afterwards. Come inside, go left. Grab this Brother Ewan's Diary 04, just between the stairs. So go left, grab Brother Ewan's Diary 04 between the steps. Continue down to the bottom and then enter the door on your left to go into the kitchen. Once in the kitchen, you're going to come over here and pull this trolley out of the way. We're not going to go down there yet, but we're going to go down there a bit later. But it's just allow you to pull it now, and it will save you running back around later. I'm not going to grab the other items, such as healing items. So pull the trolley out of the way, then carry on upstairs. Now up here, when you approach the yellow coats, it's going to spawn 2 punished enemies. Yes, when you approach the yellow coats. So when they spawn, quickly shoot them. And you're just going to have to like bait them around them red sinks in the middle. But try not to shoot them above the red sinks, because a lot of times your bullets will miss for some reason. I think there's some like invisible wall between the red sinks or floating above them. So just bait them around to avoid them, and then just kill them both. They'll take 7 shots each with the nailer. Once they're dead, grab the crossbow frame, and believe it or not, you have to combine that with the metal bike parts to complete the crossbow. And once the crossbow is completed, come over here. Grab Brother Ewan's Diary 03 on the small table near the upper door. Then once you've got that diary, exit the room. You'll be back in the corridor. You want to go left and go back into that dining room again. Now in here, we're going to do a little puzzle now. But first, we want to turn right, come to the end, smash the screen jar. Inside will be some nails. Now go back to this picture of the archer portrait. Equip your crossbow and aim it. The light above should go green. Like I say, you have to aim your crossbow in front of the archer portrait. Once it turns green, quickly run to the next one in between the stairs. And in this one, take out your lighter for a few seconds until it turns green. And then go upstairs to the other side. This one, the ballet dancer, just hold the tank controls on the D-pad and spin around on the spot like so. Just hold left on the D-pad, directional pad, until it turns green. Once it turns green, we've got one more to do. You have to do this quick enough, by the way, otherwise they'll turn out. So they turn out, you need to start again. So you're going to run down the bottom, go to the back of the room. And in this one, you need to equip your hammer and just swing it. So attack once you hammer. That's it. Once all 4 green at once, you'll release the statue's hand, so you can grab the item. And then you're going to come around here, guys, grab the coil nails beyond the table, just beneath the window. Once you've got the coil nails, come in here next, open the gate. Do not take the item on that diver statue in the middle yet. It's not a statue actually. But grab the manual jack from the statue. Grab the nails from the corner on the table. Yeah, the manual jack. And then equip the automatic nailer ready. Now with the automatic nailer, as you approach the gate, after taking that item off the diver, yeah, you need to take the item off the diver. That's one of the metal keys. He's going to get up. Now you want to shoot him with a full clip. That should stun him briefly. Then as your clip's about to run out, run past him, reload, shoot him with another full clip, and then 5 more bullets, and that'll kill him. And I didn't take any damage there. So like I say, with the automatic nailer, not the modified, the automatic one, 2 full clips, which are 35 apiece, and the 5 more shots should finish him off. I find that's a better way. The shotgun doesn't quite stun him that well, and you don't have much ammo at the moment anyway, the shotgun. But yeah, that works really well on him. Automatic nailer, 2 clips and 5 nails afterwards. Right, go down this hatch in the kitchen. Once you go down the hatch from the kitchen, you'll be back down here. You're going to come along the corridor and go in the safe room on the right. Once in the safe room, we're going to grab the recording tape and then save our game. Yeah, we're in the decontamination area now. And this is the decontamination office. So once you save your game, head outside, and then you want to go right just to trigger the enemy, get his attention, because it's going to be too dark to shoot him. We can get his attention, then run back where it's a bit light, take out your shotgun ready. That's it. So just get his attention, then once you have got his attention, run back the other way to where there's a bit more light, take out your shotgun, and if you remember, so shotgun bullet and about 4 nails should kill him. So shotgun and your nail, or your crowbar if you want to conserve a bit more ammo, but you've got plenty of nail bullets. Right, once he's dead, take out your lighter, yeah, forgot for a moment, and come into this far northern room. There'll be 4 capsules inside. Press the button on the fire terminal to unlock them all. Now on this one near us on the right is some acid test tubes, and the one at the back on the left near where we came in is the cassette tape confession. Once you've got our cassette tape, you want to make your way back along near where you came in. We're not going to go back up the ladder, but just near the ladder are 2 crates. Break them and you'll find shotgun bullets inside. Once you've got them shotgun bullets, carry on to the end door and smash a crate near the end door, and you'll find some nails inside it. And then go through the end door back into the basement corridor. What we're going to do now is we're going to turn right. We're going to come all the way to the end. All the way to the end and back into reception. Of course, watch out for the steam coming out of the pipes. It's very, very hot. Once in reception, make way to the end and go down the small elevator. Right now, we're heading back to the underground dock, because now we can use the jack handle and the crowbar to get another one of them metal keys. So carry on to the end here, come into the underground dock. There will be a few more crab enemies down here, but if you're quick enough you can totally avoid them. So they kind of like spawn behind you, so if you just turn around and run straight back to the elevator, they don't catch you and you don't have to waste any more ammo. Once you're on the bottom level, we're going to go right. There are some enemies you have to kill. Almost forgot about these, but there's 3 to begin with. So equip the automatic grenade. Come up here, left at the fork, and 3 enemies, 3 spider crabs are going to jump out where that torso is, the diver torso. I'm just going to run back so they kind of funnel around the corner. These will take 9 bullets each from the automatic nailer. So take all 3 of them spider crabs out. Carry on where they just came from. Go right around the corner. Come to Sharky. When you reach Sharky, use the crowbar to wedge his mouth open a little bit. Then lob the jack handle inside to force it open a bit more. And then once you've done that, you want to grab the metal key inside it. Right, once you've got the metal key, it's going to spawn George and some of his friends. So you want to quickly run back to the elevator, guys, and go back up and leave the room. Yeah, as soon as you grab that key, I think it's 2 spider crabs crawl out from inside him. Yeah, they got a nice little nest in there. So just run back. Because they're behind you, they can't really catch up as long as you're quick. I'm just doing a bit of ballet dancing there, guys, as I go up the elevator. Just get a bit of practice in. Once back in reception, just make our way to the far end, guys, and back into basement corridor. We're now going to use our cassette tape to play the recording, and it's going to give us a password for a voice lock. With the cassette tape, if you use it too early, well, it's more like if you press a button too early on the voice lock, it will not catch the password, because when you press a button, it only listens for the password for about 5 seconds, and the tape takes about 10 seconds total to play it all. So you have to make sure you press a button while the password is about to be repeated or to be mentioned, and then it'll hear it. So the way I do it, interrupt the voice lock, then examine the cassette tape. You might have put batteries back in the back. This one needs to make sure you took them from the keypad. Once you put batteries in, now play, or sorry, eject first. You're not going to be playing much, there's nothing inside it. Yeah, but eject and put the tape in, guys, confession, and play it. Now, when I press a button on the voice lock, I wait for a moment. So it's the 3rd dialogue line. So this one is one after. So this one here, only if imperative, you may static with my voice password. Once he said all that, press circle and quickly press red button. and it'll hear him say the password long pig or something. There you go. That's it, and then just come in the door afterwards. Yep, so once you're here in the generator room, follow the path forwards, and eventually you'll reach like a workbench here. Grab the coil nails times 25. Once you get them coil nails, keep following the path and enter the next room on your left, the radiology room. In here, you're going to grab some not coil nails, sorry, just normal nails, standard nails. Grab them. They look very, very similar to the handgun ammo in Resident Evil 2, don't they? But yes, grab them and then exit the room. There is some healing item in there, but of course we don't need it. And then enter the room at the end of the generator corridor. In here, grab the shotgun bullets to your right. Yes, shotgun bullets to your right to begin with when you're in waste disposal. Make way to the ladder over here. Go past the steps and climb this ladder into the warehouse. In the warehouse, first, press this button in front of you to call the elevator down, ready for later. Come along here, there'll be some acid test tubes on the back of this vehicle. Take them acid test tubes, then equip the shotgun ready, and when you walk past this fisherman enemy, he's going to get up, guys, because you wake him up. Hit him with shotgun bullet and 4 nails to knock him out. Use some modified nailer, remember, on these. So shotgun and the modified. I think I might have said automatic earlier on by mistake. But I meant the modified on them. We use the automatic, of course, on the diver and the crabs, and a few more things later. So for this puzzle, you want to put these 2 cages on the top, along the top right wall, or along the top wall is probably a better way to describe it. Yeah, but on the right side of that fixed cage, which is already there. So the 2 cages on the right, the 2 right cages, you want to put them along the top wall. Yep, along the top wall, but to the right of that cage, which is already on the top wall. And then the top left cage, the top cage on the left wall, you just want to pick that up and leave it. It needs to be this formation because when you go back through this area on the mirror world on the other side, the railing's going to be in a slightly different place. So you've got to make sure you get it ready so you can pass through that sewer area in both versions. So them 2 cages on the right, put them along the top wall. And then the top cage on the left wall, just lift it up. That's all you need to do. Once done it, come along here and climb down the ladder into the sewer. Make way to the top left corner. I went to the right corner then by mistake. Yeah, far left corner, follow the tunnel to the end and you'll find a mirror. Now for this mirror, remember the way I look at these candles, it's a bottom left candle, the bottom left corner is number 1, and I go around in a clockwise manner, and that's how I number them. So for this one you want to light candle 3, candle 9 and candle 10, or just the ones you see me lighting on screen. Yep, candle 3, candle 9 and number 10. Light them and you'll trigger the mirror, go through to get to the other side, the upside down. Then once you're in here, as you can see, the railings are in a slightly different place. Yep, climb the ladder. Now it's going to be a new enemy type here and it's quite strong. You want to equip your automatic nailer. The hand cannon works best on these enemies, but unfortunately we don't have a hand cannon yet. Yeah, the hand cannon kills these in one go. So equip the automatic nailer. Once you reach this kind of like ring on the floor, run to aim. Then once it locks onto an enemy, start shooting. It will take a full clip and 1 hit with a crowbar. That's it, kill him. So a full clip and then 1 hit with a crowbar. That's it. Once he's dead, grab a mutant toy on the gurney behind him. Once you have the mutant toy, come up the walkway, follow it to the left and climb the ladder back into waste disposal, but the other side. Once down here, you want to go down the steps in the middle. We're going to place that little tiny toy on the this massive like little trolley. Transforms into a gurney later, but yeah, place a mutant toy on there. Say any goodbyes before you leave him and then go back up this ladder. We're now going back into the other side. They're both technically the other sides. One's to the other one, but the present. Go back to the present. And then we're going to go back to that room, and that mutant toy will now be a lot bigger. We're going to burn it and we'll find a key inside it. I think this is the... No, sorry. We need one more item yet for the keys. There's basically 3 keys you need to get to reach the boss in this area. 3 keys, but one of the key comes in 2 pieces. And you have to get them both and then combine them to, of course, make 1 full key. And then once you've gotten 3 full keys, you can unlock the boss door, guys, and make your way over to him. So as I was saying, back into the waste disposal and over to that mutant toy. We're going to have to do a little puzzle in order to burn him. There's a key inside him. If you did have a look around the radiology room, you would have seen a picture on the wall saying that one of the enemies got like a key inside him or something like that, or an object. And this is what it meant. So come left once you come down the ladder. Now for this you need all the like little levers to be kind of facing the same direction as the arrows, or I guess you could say vertical or upright. But the way I do this, so turn them in this order, guys. Bottom left, top middle, bottom middle, middle left, middle right, top left, bottom left. I'll say it one more time. Like I say, if you start it in this order, you'll do it all really easy. So bottom left, top middle, bottom middle, middle left, middle right, top left, and bottom left. Then come up to this keypad afterwards. You need to press a button to close it first, and then press a button to burn him, and then press a button to open it. So close, burn, open, in that order. Once done so, come down the steps and we're going to go and collect the item. When you do this, 2 enemies are going to spawn behind you, 2 fishermen. I am going to take them out. 1 shotgun bullet and 4 bullets from the modified nailer, remember. So shotgun, yeah, make sure you grab that key from the gurney. Shotgun, 4 nails, and then again, shotgun, 4 nails. Now once you took them all out, head up steps and climb this ladder back into the warehouse. We are now going to go up the small elevator in front of us, which we should have already called down, but if not, just call it down now. The panel is on the side. Up here, 2 fishermen are going to spawn. Did a bit of ballet as well on the way up there, just a bit of practice. One's going to spawn in front, one's going to spawn behind. So quickly kill this one in front before the one behind catches up. Shotgun, 4 modified nail. I just did a ballet move in between my attacks there, just taunting him. And then the next one. So shotgun, spin around, do a bit of ballet, and then 4 bullets. I'm hoping it'll like confuse my enemy if I do a ballet move in between them. Like put them in like a trance. It's not worked yet, but maybe it will work eventually if I keep doing it. Yeah, come around here next, grab Brother Ewan's Diary 05. Brother Ewan's Diary 05 in the corner there. And then grab the shotgun bullets on the back of the boiler beside it. Diary and shotgun bullets. Once done so, carry on to the end and enter the fire door into the walkway. We was just on a walkway, but that's a walkway in the warehouse. This one, nothing else exists except for the walkway itself. So carrying all the way through to the end. I just ran past a healing item. Of course, I'm not collecting it. And now you're back in the dining room. Back in the dining room, head straight ahead, and there'll be a shotgun pipe. Of course, we know what this combines with because it's called a shotgun pipe. So it obviously doesn't combine with the hammer. So combine that shotgun pipe with the shotgun, and now it can hold 3 bullets. And that's the final upgrade for the shotgun, actually. So now reload it once you've got that, and then what you want to do next is come down the stairs. Come down the stairs, but now you want to go down these stairs. The stairs going downwards to the left, and enter the lower wing. In here, turn right, there'll be 1 fisherman enemy. Going to get his attention so I can shoot him in the light. That's just a healing item there which is flashing. So 1 shotgun and 4 modified nails. And you want to smash the screen jar opposite the next door. You'll find a shotgun bullet inside it, and then enter this door, the office. Once in the office, first of all, grab the acid test tubes on the second desk. Acid test tubes, go through the next door, go straight ahead into the smaller office at the end, and grab Mother Lucius Diary 03. Mother Lucius Diary 03, make sure you grab that one. Then come up here, go left. Now, when you grab this item, going back near the stairs, it's going to spawn 2 enemies. Yes, grab the metal plate base. So get your modified nailer ready. Yeah, after taking that, come back to the steps, 2 enemies. Shoot them 7 bullets each because it's 2 punished enemies. That's it. Remember, you can dodge a square if you need to. Right, I think my bullets were missing then. But I have got him. So once they're both defeated, we're now going to exit the room. You could technically just run past them if you wanted. If you didn't mind just like taking the hit. Once back in the lower wing, come right to the door at the end, unlock it. And you want to go left and back down the small elevator. We are now making our way to the boss. We do get into the next area in this video. We get just a very small part done in the next area before we make a save. Once back into the basement corridor, go left and then enter the next door on your left to go back into the decontamination corridor. In here, make way to 3 locks with the red lights. This first lock, as you can see, it's got a spiral symbol above it. So for this one, you want to examine the metal plate base and then combine the spiral plate with it to complete that key card, and then put it in the machine on the side. Then press the red button a few times to suck it in and make the lights turn green. So that's the spiral lock. The next one along will be the triangle lock. So use the triangle keycard and place it in the side and press the red button until it gets pushed in and the lights go green. And then of course the final one will be the only one remaining, which is the I keycard. Lob it in, press red button, and that will unlock the big door to our left. Go through this door. You want to press the green button in the middle. We'll make our way through here and we're going to enter the slaughter room where you fight a boss. This boss does have a gimmick where you have to deal enough damage to kind of weaken him. Then when he's weakened, you have to prime the harpoon and shoot him with it when he's in the middle of the room. He will recover if you're not quick enough, but if he does recover or you miss him with a harpoon, it takes a lot less ammo to knock him down again. So keep that in mind, because it does take a lot of ammo to knock him down in the first place, but if you knocked him down and miss a harpoon, yes, it would take a lot less to knock him down in order to do that harpoon again. So you normally only get a chance to do 1 harpoon during each knockdown. So make way to the end in the slaughter room, grab the shotgun bullets from that table, and then enter the middle part of the room, guys, to trigger a cutscene and the harvester boss. So straight away, I like to grab a harpoon behind us. The harpoons are always stuck in this body, so that's where your harpoons are. And I'm just going to use nail weapon. You got plenty of time on this one. Just keep away from the guys to evade his attacks. If you get too far away, sometimes he might kind of run and do like a lunging attack, so bear in mind. And when he does his combo, he does it in, I think it's 3 attacks. No, sorry, 4 attacks. I can't remember. But yeah, 4 attacks this guy. It's the first boss, which is 3 attacks. And it will take about 26 nails to knock him down. So about 26 nails. So keep count. So it'll be 2 full clips, guys, and about 5 or 6 more. Then when you do knock him down, you're going to make sure he's kind of knocked down in the middle, because he only stays weakened for a short time. So make sure when you do them final 5 or 6 bullets, he's near the middle of the room. Then what you do is you have to wind the crank quickly. Then you have to go up to the harpoon, quickly place the harpoon inside the launcher, place the harpoon bolt inside the launcher. Then make sure he's above that light in the middle of the room. Then go to the button and press it, guys, to shoot him with the harpoon. He has to be in the middle where that light is, otherwise it won't work. This is why you need to make sure when you knock him down or weaken him, he's near the middle of the room, because he moves really slowly, and if he's too far away, but by the time you get him to the middle, he will recover. But as I was saying, he will take much less ammo to knock down if you do manage to let him recover before hitting him with a harpoon. And then just repeat it a second time. Takes, I think it's 2 bolts altogether. Remember, the harpoons are in that body on the sides. You have to weaken him, then you have to wind the crank to prime the harpoon gun. Then you interrupt the harpoon gun, quickly put the harpoon inside the barrel, then lure him near the middle where the light's coming from, and then press a button. So again, wind the crank, run past him to the harpoon gun, quickly use it on the barrel, make sure he's near the middle. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. Quickly press the button, And I think that's it. Yep, 2 shots, that's all you got to do. Avenger. I thought this boss looked pretty cool. Yeah, nice little design there. But once you kill him, grab the circular saw blade, which he drops on the floor, and grab Anna's sketchbook, number 3. Yeah, circular saw blade, make sure you do not forget that. And you want to climb down this ladder at the end of this corridor. Once you climb down the ladder, grab the saw in front of you, the chainsaw. You have to combine that saw blade we got from the boss with that in order to choose it. It can be used as a weapon. It's not great, but it does have a few uses. So once you've got the chainsaw, unlock the gate, call down the elevator. If you don't know where we are, we're back near the underground dock entrance. We're now going to leave the area. That's it, that's everything done in the processing plant. Because with that chainsaw, you can cut through a block of wood, which is blocking the front door, and escape. Yeah, with that chainsaw, we are going to get a lot of ammo for it, but I never use it ever again. I just use it to break the wood, which we have to do to progress. I never actually use it to kill enemies. It can be good on enemies because it kind of like stun locks them. It does take quite a long time to kill them, and it only holds 50 ammo. But it can be good just because it stun locks them. I might be using it on the final boss on Tormented, just because I don't really use the ammo for anything else. And the hand cannon is the best on the final boss, but that ammo can come useful on the beast enemies to kill them in one hit. And there's one boss where the hand cannon is quite useful. But the reason the chainsaw is quite good on the final boss is because the tentacles you have to attack just stay there in place. Because what happens with the chainsaw is when you're hitting an enemy, the enemy will slowly move backwards. So if you're not against the wall, they're going to eventually move out of the way of your chainsaw. It works well on the final boss because it doesn't move. But that's another thing with a chainsaw. You have to make sure the enemy has the back against the wall if you want to unlock them to death. And we finally left the processing plant. So let's make our way into the cemetery. In the cemetery there'll be some new ghost type enemies, and the only weapon we currently have which kills them in one hit is the crossbow. The hand cannon probably will, but I don't want to waste the ammo on them, because at the end with my hand cannon ammo, guys, I have three bullets to spare. I mean, we reached the final boss with 11, but I used 8 on the final boss to kill the tentacles really quickly, so we have 3 to spare. But we have plenty more ammo. Could always use different ammo on the final boss, but like I say, that's most effective. Yeah, when you get to the bottom of the steps, outside the processing plant, go left, go inside that trailer to find some nails. And once you've got the nails, come to this gate in the sewer, unlock it using the chainsaw to cut through the wood, and then head into the sewer. As you make your way through here, you're going to get chased by some crabs. You're probably going to notice some things along the way, like some crates, a weak wall. You can't do nothing with them at the moment because if you want to break the crates, you'd have to turn off your light, at which point you can't do anything. So all you want to do is keep running forward to escape all the enemies and go through the far door into the cemetery. Back to the ghost quickly. So the ghost, like I was saying, the crossbow kills them in one hit. And I don't really use the crossbow for anything else other than these ghosts. The other weapons normally take 2. And the thing with the ghosts, if you don't kill them quick enough, they teleport away. And you don't know where they're going to spawn until you see them respawn again. And then you can attack them. But the crossbow kills them instantly when they first appear. So that's why I like to use it for the ghosts. And at the end, I've got about 20 ammo left anyway for the crossbow. It's not like we're running short. Once in the cemetery, follow the path to the right. Then go left this path here to get to a small garden around the tree. You're going to grab the nails from the bench and then grab a club key hanging in the tree. Yeah, grab the nails, and once you take that club key, it's going to trigger the enemies. Now equip the crossbow, then when you come back along here, when the ghost spawns in front of you, shoot it with your crossbow quickly to instantly kill it, and then reload it ready for the next one. Grab the shotgun bullets near this locked gate, enter the tomb on your right to find the bat dial. Once you've got the bat dial, you want to come across this small bridge, go down the next path on your left, and you want to enter the cemetery office at the end here. There's a save point in here, but we're not going to save yet. First, grab the newspaper articles 01 on the counter in front, and then grab the cemetery map on the notice board on this far wall. Cemetery map, of course, always take the maps, are really useful. Once you've got that, go behind the counter, Interact with the lockers at the back to find recording tape, and then go down this hatch nearby into the burial chamber. Once in the burial chamber, all we want from down here is the consolation disc piece. Make sure you grab that. We do have to come back down here later to complete a puzzle, but you have to come back to this place twice, because one of them you have to come down for an item, then you have to come back later when you've got the other item that you need in order to complete the puzzle. So once you've got a disc piece, come back up to the cemetery office, guys, come to recorder and save your game. And that'll be it for part 4. Did I call this part 5? Yeah, this is part 4, of course. Next part 5 is the next one. So after saving your game, guys, that'll be it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on part 5 tomorrow. Hey, welcome back to part 5, guys. We are in the cemetery office. Going to do a few bally spins, just get me ready for what's to come, and then head outside into the cemetery. Remember, we're using the crossbow on the goats. Too much goat simulator. On the ghosts, sorry. Yes, excuse me. Yes, currently steps on your left, the dual steps, and enter the first tomb on your left. Inside you'll find coronels, and you'll also find the Gravedigger Lazaro's Diary 02 beside it. So coronels and the Gravedigger's Diary. Come to tomb opposite next, open the coffin to find the turtle dial. You need all these dials to get the hand cannon, by the way. I think hand cannon is maybe the... Is it the only optional weapon? But it's an optional weapon anyway. Can't remember off the top of my mind if it's the only optional one or not. But yes, grab the turtle dial, go back down the steps and turn left to come into the cemetery grounds. Go left first, come up here. Now when you reach this coffin, a ghost will spawn. So take out the ghost quickly with a crossbow, and then you want to grab the dog dial from that coffin. Once you have the dog dial, come over here, unlock this gate, come up these steps. Now up these steps, when you go below the first roof, there's going to be another ghost. Normally I can kill him before he gets a chance to attack me, but here he literally grabbed me as soon as the camera angle changed, and I did not see him in time. But yeah, sit in with a crossbow, guys, to kill him quickly. That's it, one shot like normal. Carry on along here. Avoid the stairs for the time being, and go to the far left corner, and you'll find coronels in that slot. Once you've got them coronels, you want to go down the stairs now in the middle. Remember, we are avoiding healing items. I know I've ran past a few. We are going for no heals in this playthrough. You want to come to this coffin at the bottom of the steps and unlock it to find the bird dial inside it. That should be all 4 dials now. So now come to the southern path, go left, and then enter the next tomb on your right to find a puzzle. For this puzzle, put the bird dial in slot 1 and rotate it 1 time so that the bird is facing southeast. Bird dial in the first slot, and you want to face southeast. The second slot, put in the turtle dial. Rotate it 4 times so that the turtle is upside down. For dial number 3, put in the bat dial. Again, rotate it 4 times so that the bat is upside down, which is exactly how it wants to be. And then for the 4th and final slot, put in the dog dial and rotate it 7 times so it's facing northeast. There you go. So from left to right, it's facing southeast, upside down, and then face northeast. Grab the hand cannon. As I was saying in the previous video, do not use the ammo unless I advise, because there's some parts where it's very, very useful. Makes some encounters much, much easier. So you want to try and save it for them specific encounters. Then carrying along here, go past the 2 graves, enter the next tomb on your left, grab the shotgun bullets from the coffin. There is a gate on there, but we're going to go through that a bit later. Once you've got the shotgun shells from the coffin, the tomb inside it, come to this gate at the end, unlock it with the club key. Stick the club key in that screaming lock. Now once inside here, take out a crossbow and kill the enemy which spawns quickly. That's it, nice and easy to get rid of him. Grab the shotgun bullets on the left, the Gravedigger's Diary Lazaro 01 on the right, and then grab the constellation disc on the table in the middle. Shotgun bullets, constellation disc, and the Gravedigger's Diary. Next up, take out a crossbow, make sure it's reloaded. Make your way all the way back along here. Kill that ghost which spawns on your way back. And you want to go in this far southwest gate. And we're actually going to unlock it from the side as well. Once you're back in the cemetery entrance, we want to make a way back down to near where we got a key. There will be a ghost here now. So get your crossbow ready to kill a ghost. Once you kill a ghost, come to this little puzzle slot near the mausoleum entrance. Take out a constellation disc. Now with this, you want to take out the constellation disc and you want to combine the piece with it in the middle. And then in this order, rotate the middle layer 7 times. Inner is probably a better way to describe it. Rotate the inner layer 7 times, the middle layer 2 times, and the outer layer 5 times. And this is the pattern you want. So make sure you got that same pattern, guys. Like I say, the inner layer 7 times, middle layer 2 times, outer layer 5 times. Once done so, and you got the same pattern, place it in the slot to unlock this door, and then go inside. Once inside the mausoleum, grab the morbid illustration document on your on your right, and then grab the metal detector from the locker at the end. Yes, we're about to do some detecting of the material type. Once got that, go back out, equip the metal detector, go right back to this tree, and use a metal detector just near where the camera angle changes, near the entrance to the square garden. And once it beeps really fast, hold it there for a few seconds, and you'll find the bronze octagon. Once got a bronze octagon, come back along here, and then go straight back into the cemetery grounds. When you take the last octagon piece, by the way, it's going to cause zombies to start spawning around the map. So I like to do it in this order, because I just find you've got less zombies to put up with then. But if you get this gold one last, you've got more zombies to run past. So I like to do it this way. We'll make our way all the way back to this corner, unlock this gate now on your left, and then take out the metal detector. And use it near this wall. You'll find the gold octagon. Now you have the gold octagon, we've got only one piece remaining. Go back into the cemetery entrance, the way we just came in. And we're going to get the silver octagon. It doesn't matter what piece you get last, the last piece will always spawn zombies. Whether it's a bronze piece last, gold or silver, it will always spawn zombies, and the area will go dark, even darker than what it is now. So go across a small bridge, then use metal detector just on your right when you get past it, and there it is. Hold it in place once it beeps really fast, and you'll find the silver octagon. And now, as I say, the area is going to darken and all the zombies are going to spawn. So take out your lighter and go through the northeast doorway back into cemetery grounds. In here, go forward to begin with, and then go left around this railing, go inside the middle of it, and you'll find like a statue sleeping. You're going to take out metal detector here and use it just to the side of that statue. There it is. You'll find powder and shots. Go with powder and shot ammo by using metal detector to the side of this statue, and then with the statue in this order, you want to put the gold octagon in the first slot. Yes, gold in the first slot, and then silver in the middle, and then bronze in the right slot. So gold, silver, bronze, and then you need to spell Pedro. And then once you spelled Pedro, a button will appear on the back of the statue. You press it and it'll be like a little elevator. Powder and shot, by the way, that's actually ammo for the hand cannon, believe it or not. And that's pretty much the only way to find it. You don't find any powder and shot lying about. You find one in a crate, I believe, and the rest is inside dig spots. And I think I've got them all. Because normally the metal detector only works on ground, like, you know, soil. There is one part of the end of the game where it kind of works on stone. I think it's supposed to be stone. But at the bottom of the elevator, go in the door opposite, carry on forward in this next tunnel in the catacombs. Light that candle and then smash a crate on the other side of it to find shotgun bullets. Carry on along the tunnel, take the next right, light the candle in here, and then grab the old photo. Once got the old photo, go back to the fork, turn right, and continue on. Light this candle near that door. Do not go in that door yet. That's the door we need to go through to leave the catacombs. But first we need to go to the end and get the key item we need to complete this next puzzle. I'm going to light that candle, carry on to this chamber at the end, the worshipping chamber. When you take a key item here, it's going to spawn 4 zombies, by the way. So first, we're going to light 2 candles. Then you want to grab the nails from the benches in the middle. And then once you've done all that, come to the coffin at the end and take out the marble swords from the captain. Once you've got the marble sword and you head back, it's going to trigger a lockdown. 4 enemies will spawn, but 1 or 2 of them will not spawn until you go closer to the entrance. So if you can stay away from the entrance to begin with, you'll only spawn hopefully 2 or 3 at once. And you have got plenty of space. It does look like it's quite tight because most room is dark, but if you just run around the benches, you can avoid them all pretty well and shoot them, because you can actually shoot them across the benches in this room, which you kind of need to do. So take them all out with a modified nailer. Seven bullets each I will take with this weapon. You know once you've got them all because the lock will lift. We're just going to return to that last junction where the door was and go through a door to get back to the burial chamber. We can complete the puzzle now in the cemetery and engage the next boss, which again is quite gimmicky. I quite enjoy this boss actually, the way it works. You have to like kill the smaller enemies, which makes the boss fall down. Then you can only attack the boss when he's knocked down, but you have to kill all the smaller enemies before that can happen. Once in the burial chamber, climb down the ladder nearby. Now for this puzzle, first go to the one to the right of the ladder and press the right button 6 times. The sword wants to be facing down, basically 6 o'clock. So the horse near the ladder on the right. Do that one, then go clockwise. The next statue with no arm. Place the sword to put an arm in the slot, and then rotate it left once so it's facing 11 o'clock. Then the first statue, rotate it right 3 times so it's facing 3 o'clock. And that's it, that's how you do that puzzle. So you see, one of the statues I didn't touch because that one's already in the right place. But yeah, from a ladder and going clockwise, so it's 6 o'clock the sword needs to face. Then the next one will be 11 o'clock, but you have to put a marble sword in its slot. And then the third one will be 3 o'clock. Then once the elevator rises up in the middle, use it to go down, guys, and then go forward for a cutscene, and then we'll trigger the boss fight. The boss fight will have 4 waves. For wave 1, it will spawn 2 zombies. Wave 2 will be 4 zombies. Wave 3 will be 1 ghost, and then wave 4 will be 2 ghosts and 2 zombies. After the cutscene, head forward a bit, and that will trigger another cutscene where the boss will spawn. The only ammo in this room is some shotgun bullets on the back corner. We'll probably grab them once you knocked him down. So what you want to do first, equip the modified nailer, guys, and kill the zombies with 7 shots each. Do not shoot the boss until you've knocked him down, because he's basically invincible until he's knocked down. I found out the hard way. First I thought I was actually damaging the boss because I used crossbow to begin with. So I was trying to kill multiple enemies at once. But then I kind of clicked after a few more attempts that you have to kill the enemies, not the boss down. If a boss doesn't fall down, then the enemy is still alive. And there's shotgun bullets I just got. So shotgun shells on them, 3 coffins in the corner. 3 or 4 coffins in the corner. So once you kill the 2 zombies, the boss will fall down, and then just attack him with a crowbar now. Because pretty much once he's knocked down, guys, you've just got loads of time. So just use a crossbar. The first time you knock him down, it'll take about 15 hits, and then the second time it'll take about 12, third time 8, and the fourth time I believe it's 4 hits, so I have to write it down. So now for the second wave, it's going to be 4 zombies. Now if you use your crossbow and round them all up, you can kill all 4 in a single crossbow shot. It's a shame there isn't an upgrade for the crossbow. So the boss will get in the way of them, so you might have to try and lure them away from the boss. But if they keep getting stuck on him, try to bait an attack and it'll slow the boss down. Then it'll allow the zombies to get past him. Yeah, it will take a moment to do so, but it's eventually quicker. There you go, kill them all at once with the crossbow. And no, that trophy is not for killing 4 at once, that's for killing 80 enemies. So if you're not already, you should have got that right now if you're killing all the enemies, which I'm doing. Because I actually popped in the same place on my other account as well. So now I'm going to hit the enemy 12 times when he's knocked down with a crowbar. 12 times. And next up is going to be a ghost, but just one ghost. So get your crossbow ready, make sure it's reloaded. And as soon as the ghost spawns, guys, shoot it. And that'll knock the boss back down on his coffin. And I couldn't really do much then, because the ghost spawned behind the enemy. But luckily I managed to evade his attack, and then I shot him before he kind of despawned. Because they'll just gradually, they'll attack you, despawn, spawn in again, attack you, despawn, spawn in again, attack you. That's what a ghost like to do. Phase in and out of existence. So now for the final phase, you've got 2 ghosts and 2 zombies. Now if you're lucky, you could kill 2 ghosts with 1 crossbow. Because what I normally do is I begin by shooting the very first ghost that appears with a crossbow bullet. And if you're lucky, like I say, you will hit both of them. But if not, just focus on ghosts to begin with and use a crossbow bolt each. Once the ghosts are dead, switch to the modified nailer and finish off the 2 zombies with the nailer. And then once they're dead, the boss will fall down, just attack him 4 more times and that'll kill him. And you just saw him sparks fly from the boss. When you attack an enemy which is immune, sparks will fly from them. That's not because you're hitting armour, that's because they're invincible at the moment. Something else which took me a moment to realise. There you go, Undertaker. Defeat the Coffin, aka Dr. Hertz, I believe his name is. Once he's dead, I've no idea what happened then. Did you see what happened after that cutscene? I kind of jumped forwards. Bit unusual. But yeah, continue through the mirror at the end. Once in the mirror, come to where the chamber opens up, turn to your right, and there'll be some coil nails on the rocks against the wall. Grab the coil nails and then continue forward. In this far room, yes, we are going to find the flashlight. The flashlight is hidden deep within a table. This is a very, very rare treasure. Once you've got the flashlight, what you need to do is you need to examine it. You need to press the red clip on the side to open it, then take the batteries out from a cassette player and place them in. Imagine if you left the batteries all the way back in the keypad, back in the processor plant. Now you couldn't do that because you have to get them out anyway to use cassette tape on the voice lock, and I don't think you can put them back in afterwards, so I think that's impossible. But once you've got it and you put the batteries inside, guys, you don't have to equip it. All you have to do now, if you press R3, it will just turn the light on and off, which is really useful. So once you put batteries in the flashlight, R3, guys, turn it on and off. Smash the crates, climb the ladder, come in here and grab Anna's sketchbook. Anna's sketchbook A4 from that chair. Continue forwards. We're going to go into the tomb on your right and climb up the ladder. This ladder is going to unlock the hatch and take you back into the Gemini mausoleum. Once in here, you're going to leave and enter cemetery entrance again. We've done everything we can here for now. We do have to come back here for one more thing later on, once we unlock the sledgehammer. So back into sewer. All them crabs are still going to be here. Because we have a flashlight, you probably clicked and realised already. But now, you can actually attack things and use your light at the same time, which is really useful. These crabs you come across, in order to conserve ammo, you can just use 3 crossbows wings, because 1 hit will stun them. And so if you just get a first hit going, they normally can't attack you. But sometimes one of the crabs might manage to power through. I think it might be like a timing problem. Or maybe he started an attack before your first hit and it made it so you weren't stunning him. But most of the time it works. And what you're looking out for is the first alcove on your right with the crates blocking it. The camera angle will change, so you know when you go past it. First alcove on your right, here we go. So smash the crates with a crowbar. It's going to kill this enemy nearby, or 2 enemies. Because if not, you just have to kill them later anyway, when we come back down here. And squeeze through this gap between the caves. Once in the cave, continue forward, and you'll find Joseph. I have no idea how he managed to squeeze through them cracks in his wheelchair. You talk with him, and we'll get a sledgehammer. Then we have to come back in here afterwards in order to get his file, which he drops. Here she is, Joseph. Yeah, tuck Grim in his magic wheelchair. And we grab a sledgehammer to his right. And that is the final weapon actually. There is another weapon which you can unlock. But that's the final weapon you can actually find in the game, which is not a unlockable. Once got a sledgehammer, continue along this next tunnel to the left of Joseph. Grab these shotgun bullets on the right, then continue on and squeeze through the gap at the end. Once you squeeze through there, we're going to go back in, and now we're going to get a file. These are very easy to miss when they do this. That the file spawns into place and he kind of despawns. You don't always despawn straight away though. I mean, it works here. There it is, Joseph's Diary 03, and that actually pops Trophy Warlock. But I'm still missing number 4 yet, because we're not actually past it. So I think with this, you only have to find 3 diaries. It might be a bug. We're still going to be getting all 4, so don't worry. But you might be lucky and that might pop a bit earlier for you. We might need all 4 for the Journalist Trophy anyway. But just for Warlock, at the moment, it seems to pop on only 3. And on my other account, I actually missed number 1 and I got 2, 3 and 4. And that still popped a trophy. So it's not 1, 2 and 3 which pop it. It seems to be just any 3 diaries for Joseph. And once you're done, go back through this exit we just came through earlier. Smash the wall in front of you with a sledgehammer. And there might be a spider crab waiting outside. The spider crab spider crab. The sledgehammer knocks down almost every enemy, by the way, which is not a boss. And I don't think it knocks a beast down. But every other enemy, it does. And we're going back to the cemetery. So once you break the wall and kill that spider crab, go left all the way back to the cemetery, guys. Yeah, sledgehammer. So when you're hitting enemies with it, when it knocks them down, if you hit them again quickly, so it's got quite a long recovery time, by the way. So if you time it wrong, you'll manage to hit the enemy twice, but they'll manage to attack you again. But the way you stun lock enemies is you have to hit them once and knock them down. Then you have to time it, so you hit them again as they recover. Then you knock them down again straight after, and you stun lock them. But if you do it too early, you'll attack them. Then you attack them a second time as they're getting back up. And because they're in the recovery animation, it will damage them, but it will not knock them down. And then by the time you get a chance to do a third attack, they've attacked you. So you have to time it right, so that the second time you hit them as they've recovered, you knock them straight back down. Then the third time, do the same again. Wait a moment. Similar to what we were doing with that Arachne enemy, if you remember. You know, where we hit it with a shotgun, then 4 hits with the crowbar or hammer, wait for him to recover, and then hit him a 5th time, which will stun him. Similar to that. And back in the burial chamber, we're going to smash this weak wall at the back, open the coffin, and inside you're going to find the coil nail upgrade. Once you've got the coil nail drum upgrade, combine it with the automatic nailer to double the ammo capacity. There's only one more upgrade to get, and that's the upgrade for the hand cannon, which will come in video 6, I believe. Or sorry, it might be video 7. But once you've got that, that's all we need to do back in the cemetery. We're going to go all the way back to the back streets in the town. I don't like that upgrade very much. It's probably like one of the worst upgrades, I think. It doubles your ammo capacity, which is great, but the problem with it is you end up using too much ammo. The good thing about it when it's got 35 bullets is almost everything takes around 35 bullets. So it's easy to know. You don't have to kind of watch yourself and stop, because you're going to stop when you run out of 35 bullets because you need to reload. But with the automatic nailer, when it's upgraded to the double capacity, you might fire too many bullets. So it just makes it a bit more tricky to watch how much ammo you're using with it. But when you've got only 35, you shoot it, you hear that click that you run out of bullets, and you think, right, I've hit it 35 times, now I know 2 more shots will kill it, or 2 crowbar hits will kill it, for example. That's why I think it's better without that upgrade. But we have to get it anyway for the all upgrades trophy. But on the other runs, on standard and tormented, I am going to be leaving that upgrade, I think, because you have to make quite a detour for it. It's probably the biggest detour in the game, I think, for a upgrade. So that's probably, yes, I think we're going to be leaving that in standard and tormented. Of course, I'm still to root them, but just looking ahead and how I'm thinking about it, pretty sure there won't be any disadvantage to leaving that specific upgrade. But anyway, back on to what we're currently doing is we're back in the back streets. Going to continue right to the end, open the gate at the far end, and smash these crates in front. There's 3 crates here, but only 2 have items. So you've got the nails on that one by itself, and the 2 crates together smash a crate on the right to find shotgun bullets. So in there, you'll get nails and shotgun bullets. Then we'll head back down into the mall. Once you get into the mall area, you're going to go into the door almost immediately on your right, back into the video store. We're going to smash these 2 crates in here because one of them's got 3 powder and shots. I believe this is the only powder and shots you find inside a crate. The rest are inside the ground, found by the metal detector. Once got them, go back outside. The reason I'm using my crowbar on crates because it's quicker. Does the job and it's quicker. So come to the steps on your right next. Quickly go through a double door on your right before the enemy gets a chance to attack. There is a fisherman enemy in there now. Come in here. It will take you back to the mall, the main area. Go upstairs in front, guys, and leave via the front door. What we are doing now is we're going to make a little detour, guys, for the true ending. There's a step we need to do, and doing it now saves a bit of time. So once you get to the road, you want to go left. Smash a crate at the far end. Inside it, you'll find nails. Any crates I'm avoiding, of course, are completely empty. Other than probably a few splinters you might get when you break them. So come in here, back into the arcade. We're making our way back to the convent. Once in the arcade, go to the far end and go through the door. That'll take you back to the Lady Chapel. You're going to turn left in the Lady Chapel and go through the west door. It's a quick detour, it don't take too long. But if you don't do it now, if you do it later, it probably take like an extra 5 or 10 minutes maybe. I think doing it this way saves about 10 minutes. Once you're back in this north corridor, 1F, go to the first fork, go left, and you want to enter the door behind the elevator which had a padlock on earlier in the game. This will take you to the Cloister / gallows. So once in the Cloister area, take out the metal detector, come to the garden, the courtyard, and then you sit near this bench and between the fountain. Once it beats rapidly, hold it there for a few seconds and you'll get the powder and shot, some more bullets. I did actually avoid a metal detector place back in the cemetery. I did meant to bring that up when we passed it, but it's just got a healing item inside. Yeah, first aid kit. Yeah, a metal detector spot I missed in the cemetery. It's just got a first aid kit. It's near the 2 graves actually. So once you've done that and you've got a powder and shot, come back out into the north corridor 1F, basically the door you entered from initially. Turn left and go through the far left door. That's going to take you back into the calefactory. Once in here, couple of steps on your left, go through the door at the end. It will take you into the refectory. From the calefactory to the refectory. Yeah, once in here, we're going to go down to the lower dining area. And in the middle will be a weak wall. Smash it with your sledgehammer and then go through the door behind it. This will take you into the west corridor. There will be some ghost enemies here. I'm just going to run past them. Yeah, you want to come forward, turn left and follow the path. When the ghost enemy spawns, there's going to be a file just after him. Or her, sorry. So continue on upwards. And yes, this file here. So that's Sister Miriam's Diary 05, I think it was. Sorry, 06. Yes, Sister Miriam's Diary 06. Make sure you grab that, guys, just near where that ghost spawns. Carry on along the path and enter the next door on your left to enter the dormitories. In the dormitories, turn left, go to the left corner to find coil nails. There's a lot of ammo in this room. Once got a coil nails, come into the bathroom and grab a gasoline from the sink. Once got the gasoline, you want to go to the other side now. Yeah, go back to the entrance but go the remaining path. In the right corner, you'll find acid test tubes. In front of the bed, you'll find shotgun bullets, pretty much some ammo for every single weapon in this room. Cut the stairs nearby next to the master bedroom. Grab the nails from the green jar on your left and then unlock the drawer in the corner to find some more nails. Make sure you take the duct tape last. So last thing to do is grab the duct tape because it spawns some enemies. As soon as you pick it up, run back to the entrance, guys, and quickly leave before they get a chance to attack you. I mean, one managed to nip me in my heel, but that's all he managed to do. Just a little scratch. So once you've got all them items, like I say, make sure you've got duct tape. The duct tape is what you need for the true ending. Yeah, the deciding thing between the bad ending and the good ending is a roll of sellotape. Believe it or not. Yeah, so from the dormitory, we left it. We went left into the south corridor to F. In the south corridor, we went left to the fork. Then went left at the fork and we went back into the infirmary. Once in the infirmary, guys, you want to go right now that we've got a light source, because this place was too dark before. We're going to come to the end and grab Sister Miriam Starry 03. Now you have Sister Miriam Starry 03, go back into the south corridor, go left, and we're going to enter the next safe room on your left, the matron's office. We're going to make a quick pit stop and save the game, ready for part 6. This is from back at the start of the game. We could have got that note earlier in the game when we passed the infirmary when we had the lighter, but we're just doing it now. Back in here, interrupt the recording tape, guys, and save your game. So that'll be part 5. We're going to complete the game, by the way, in part 8. So that'll be assisted playthrough done. So 3 more videos to go, and that'll be assisted, then it'll be standard and tormented. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on part 6 tomorrow. Hey, welcome back. This is part 6, guys. Tormented Souls 2, my platinum walkthrough for it. We should be in the matron's office. In the previous video, we just got the sellotape, and with that sellotape, you hold the power in your hands to change whatever ending you want. But there's only 2 to choose from. We've got a true ending and the bad ending. But with that sellotape, we've got another step to do in the school, and then we'll push on, and then we'll get a true ending when we finish the game. We're going to leave the matron's office where we've just saved, go left, and enter the library at the end. Once you reach the library, you're going to go down the steps, turn to your left, and then go through a shortcut gate in the corner, which will take you back to like the record storage, and then make your way into the Lady Chapel. All that's doing, just saying quickly, is us getting my shortcuts ready for some of these fights coming up. We're going to be using the sledgehammer quite a lot. It knocks down all normal enemies basically, except for the big beasts. Don't think it knocks them down, but if you're the enemy, it knocks them down. But in order to use it effectively, you want to try to attack the enemy after it recovers, because if you hit it when it's recovering, it will damage it, but it will not do any stun damage. So it will just keep getting up, and it will normally attack you before you get a chance to do another swing. So it's got quite a long wind up. But if you attack them once, wait for them to stand up again, and then attack them, it will knock them straight back down. So you can kind of get them in a stun lock. It does take a bit of timing, but yes, you can stun lock normal enemies with a sledgehammer. It just takes a bit more time to do so, because you have to wait for the enemy to recover before you attack again, and of course sledgehammer is quite slow in itself. Once we do get back outside on the main road, we're going to go left to the end. We're going to smash the small crate on our left and grab shotgun bullets inside. It would be just 1. This true ending what we just did, by the way, grabbing the sellotape. On the other playthroughs, we're not going to be grabbing the sellotape. Just on this one, we're going to get a true ending. This probably takes about 10-20 minutes of backtracking to get a true ending. Once you've got them shotgun bullets, carry on to the south past the barricades and enter the butcher shop on the left with the broken shutter. Once in here, we're going to make our way to the door at the back, go down the hatch into the cellar. There's going to be a pig enemy down there. We couldn't defeat the pig enemy earlier on because there's no light, but now we can. These pig enemies, it would take 3 hits for the sledgehammer, but you're going to see what I mean now about timing it. So hit it once to knock it down. If the enemy's quite fast and you don't time it right, you might get hit before you get a chance. But yeah, knock it down once, there you go. Now wait for it to stand back up and then attack again. That's it, you'll knock it straight back down. And just repeat, just keep it knocked out on the floor. Eventually it will tap out, but they normally die before you get a chance to do that. And then once it's dead, come to this passage on the right, break the weak wall at the back, and come inside, come down the ladder. Now this next room, the sewer, there's going to be 2 ghost enemy. You might want to take them both out with your crossbow instantly, because we've got plenty of ammo to spare. So you're going to grab these coronels on that trolley in the corner, directly opposite the entrance. Yes, that first ghost, if you want, kill it with your crossbow, guys. Do not run past them like I do. There's no need, especially when I'm going to probably have 20 crossbow ammo left at the end. Come down these steps next, at the next fork on the left. Grab the shotgun bullets and continue on. The next fork goes straight on again. This is going to lead us to a collectible, McGill's Diary 01. So now I'm getting spammed by 2 ghosts. Yeah, McGill's Diary 01. Grab that, go back to recent fork, and then go through a door nearby. There's 4 more ghosts in the game, I think. There's these 2, and there's 2 more. And like I say, at the end of the game, I've got about 21 crossbow bullets to spare. So you got plenty. You have plenty, especially unassisted. So after that long cutscene, you're going to head forwards, come to this bit at the end, grab the nails on them crates in the corner, and then grab a diary. Mother Lucia's Diary 06. Once you have that notepad, the diary, go back to where you had the cutscene, turn to your left, and go through this gate in the corner, guys, and then enter the door beyond it. You'll be back in the sewer. Back in the sewer, again there's going to be 2 enemies here. Kill them if you want for crossbow. But you're going to go straight on the first fork, then turn left around the next corner, and open the locker to find some gasoline. That would be gasoline times 45. Once got them, go back to the fork, take the remaining path in the middle, go up steps to leave the sewage, grab the nails on the trolley to your left, and then climb the ladder to enter the school district. Still classed as the town. Now once you climb up, break the crates immediately on your right to find some shotgun bullets, and then loot the gasoline on the barrel in front of the bus just to the right. Almost forgot it for a second. That gasoline there, that gives you 150, quite a lot. After getting that, go along the wooden walkway. Go up the steps leading to the yard behind this second bus. Yeah, this yard here. Now, that statue actually, you can use metal detector there to get a first aid kit, but of course we don't need it. Go with shotgun bullets on the right, that square red table. Come inside this ruined building, smash a crate near the entrance, grab nails, grab that diary, McGill's Diary 02, and that barrel to the left. And over here is a cassette, session 47. Once got them, we're going to go back to the street. With that cassette tape, I don't think it's needed for anything. It's mainly for story purposes and for a bit of lore. You can listen to it, last for a good few minutes, but just gives you a bit of background on things that happened before with these skills. So back to the street, go left and then turn right at the end. Go to back of this car and grab the shotgun bullets from the trunk. Once got them, come to this newspaper stand opposite and grab the newspaper articles 04. Once got them, enter the school. We are now entered a new map. Once in the school, first thing we are going to do, if you want to save your game, by the way, there's a save to the left. I'm not going to go there until later. But yeah, go to steps in the middle. Go into the big office on your left and grab a school map on the photocopier in the middle. Once got a school map, go back down to the fork, take next steps on your left and then enter the school library. In here, there are subs to collect, but it's only healing items, so I'm going to leave them. Just make your way straight through and go through the door at the end. Once in East Corridor B, the sink opposite, smash a crate to the left of the sink, and inside you'll find some nails. Come along this passage next, then go right and enter kindergarten at the end. Once in here, you're going to grab a document on the table on the right, the green table, Isabella's Diary 03. Grab a recording tape from the lockers at the back, and then grab a xylophone off this red table on the left. That xylophone, you need it to progress. And yes, once you grab a xylophone and go back towards the door, it will trigger 2 babies to spawn. And these babies are not friendly, they are hostile. So you want to hit them around the head with your sledgehammer. Or if you want to kill them quicker, just use the shotgun. Because we're going to have plenty of ammo later for the shotgun, by the way. It's a hand cannon which gets quite tight in ammo, the hand cannon. Yeah, but yeah, shotgun, crossbow, yeah, quite a lot of ammo left. So once you get back into East Corridor B, we're going to continue forward into the northern door. Once in the West Corridor 1F, we're going to go to the fork, go right, and then enter the first room on your right. In here, head to the window ledge, grab Isabella's diary 04. Then come over to the teacher, guys. Very funny looking teacher, looks like an alien. And grab the apple siege in front of him. Yes, we've got a random looking teacher with siege in front of him for some reason. But once you've got a siege from the teacher and the file from the window ledge, leave the room, go back into corridor, and then come out here onto the schoolyard. Once on the schoolyard, again somewhat random, grab the metal spoon beneath his corpse. I think that's for people to eat. Bit of a buffet there. Yeah, spare ribs and whatnot. Yeah, so get the metal spoon, smash a crate to find some shotgun bullets, and then grab that diary entry on the bench nearby. That is Janitor Joab's diary. So make sure, like I say, grab shotgun bullets, grab a metal spoon, and grab Janitor Joab's diary 01. Once got them, go back into the west corridor and go down back into the east corridor B. Now once you get back here, stand to the side of the statue where the horn is, and once standing by the horn, you want to examine the xylophone and use the metal spoon. Now you need to play a very certain sequence, and I'm going to tell you what to play. So play purple, yellow, green in this order, by the way. So I'll start again. So hit all the little plates in this order. So purple, yellow, green, blue, red, blue, yellow, red. That's it. You're basically spelling face dead. If you look at the actual note, which shows you which colour represents what letter. But doing that will open a small compartment on the statue. Grab a fuse. Then once you've got a fuse, come back in the west corridor. Go left into the generator room. Grab a gasoline on the trolley in the corner. And then come to the fuse panel and put a fuse into the elevator slot. As you can probably imagine already, we're going to be back in the generator room quite a lot. But elevator is the first one we're going to do. Once done the elevator, come back into the east corridor B. Turn right and enter the elevator. We're going to ride it up to floor 2. So just press a button simply named 2. Once up here, go on the double door on your right into the science lab. Now a new enemy type here. Equip the sledgehammer ready and start to aim it. Then when this enemy comes alive, you'll automatically aim onto him already and hit him once, knock him down. Now this is another one. Hit him when he stands back up. The way I like to do this, they take 4 hits by the way, sledgehammer. It's once his upper body goes upright, you know, once he's properly standing, or when his upper body flicking upright, attack. Then you'll land it just as he kind of recovers. And because they take 4 hits with the sledgehammer, by the way, grab them acid test tubes on the corner of that table. Yeah, because they take 4 hits, you normally hit them 3 times, and then the 4th hit, you can hit him straight after the 3rd. There's no need to wait, because the 4th hit's going to kill him. So it doesn't matter if you don't recover quick enough, so he's going to be dead. But later on, I'm going to kill him with just shotgun and 1 sledgehammer. So it's just much quicker, and like I say, we've got so much shotgun bullets left over at the end of the game. Once you've done that, you're going to come into the next room. Going to go into the far door at the end. You'll come into this room here. Yes, the textiles classroom. Make your way to the end. Grab the shotgun bullets off the end table in the middle row. And then you want to grab the computer key. Once you've got computer key, it's going to trigger 4 babies. Babies, they'll all die in 1 sledgehammer hit. If you time it right and they're in the right spot, you can kill multiple with 1 hit. But with the sledgehammer, it can be quite tricky to hit more than 1 at a time. They kind of have to be not side by side, but more so in line with each other, like one behind the other. And that's 3, so I've got 1 more left. And there we go. He's trying to get some milk. So I just lobbed him down, slapped him, and he's dead. So that will lift the curse, so you can now exit the room. We will now go in that middle door we passed. This will take you back into the schoolyard. Back in the schoolyard, the enemies here, there's no need to fight them. Sorry, not get into the schoolyard yet, that's a bit later. It'll bring you back into here. You're going to turn right, unlock that shortcut gate, and then go back into the elevator. Once back in the elevator, I'm going to ride it down to the basement. Yeah, sorry, you did get back in the schoolyard later, but from the opposite door. And there'll be 2 enemies there, but because it's so big, you can just avoid them. So you've got a big area to evade them. Once in the basement, just follow the path to the room at the end. Unlock the door with the computer lab key. And that's going to take us into the janitor's room. Into the computer lab, of course. Straight opposite on the shelf to the right will be some recording tape. Follow the path, go left at the next fork. Around the corner, you'll find Isabella's Diary 02 on the fire table. Of course, make sure you grab the diary. Once you've got the diary, go back to the fork and take the remaining path, and then go through a door at the end. Now we're in the janitor's room. In here, we want to go left first, because we want to unlock the shortcut hatch at the end. We're not going to use it, we just want to unlock it, ready for later. There's going to be 2 mannequin enemies coming up, but one will spawn in front of you, one will spawn behind. So get your shotgun ready. As soon as they spawn, shoot the first one to knock him down, and then one sledgehammer hit to kill him. That's it, and that's how you want to kill these now, guys, going forward. You can use 4 sledgehammer hits if you want to conserve your ammo. But like I say, we're going to have so much remaining. So let's just do it this way, speed it up. Just 1 shotgun, 1 sledgehammer. Once they're both dead, run ahead to the end. Grab the note on your left, School Janitor's Diary 06, and then grab gasoline on your right, 75, and then interrupt the ladder to unlock the hatch, and then go back the way you came. So School Janitor's Diary, Janitor's Diary 06 on the left, gasoline on the right, then unlock the shortcut hatch above the ladder, and then make your way back along here. Back here, near the fire door, grab the nails, and then enter the fire door. In that order, preferably. In the next room, just make your way to the lockers ahead and to babies will spawn. Come dancing over to you, just kill them both with a sledgehammer. Now these babies are only 2 months old and they can already walk, so do not underestimate them, guys. Just get rid of them as soon as you can with the sledgehammer. Once they're dead, come to the right and grab the coil nails on the end of the table, and then go through the fire door into the next room. The East Corridor A. We've been in B, now we're in A. Once in here, grab the coil nails beside the steps, and then make your way upstairs. Once upstairs, go to door opposite, take the planks off it using the crowbar, and go through. In the playground, there's going to be 3 pigs. I did originally used to kill them with 3 sledgehammer hits each, but they die in 1 shotgun bullet. So just killing 1 shotgun is so much quicker. And it's easy as well, because you can kill them 1 by 1, but if you're unlucky, you might trigger 2 at once, and then sledgehammer might not really work that well. So shotgun, here's your first piggy. So 1 shotgun to his face, and that'll kill him. Second piggy is near the middle. There she is. And the third and final piggy is in the far right corner, near the pig pen. I think he's just relieving himself. Once he's dead, use a metal detector in this far corner, and you'll find powder and shot. There we go. Make sure you get that powder and shot times 3. Once got them, we now want to head into this room over here. But first, grab the nails on the swing. And also grab Miguel's Diary 05 from this bench nearby. Now we're going to unlock this door, and it's going to take us back into kindergarten. If you didn't kill them little babies earlier, you'll have to kill them now. But I did, so they're not spawning no more. We're going to come in here. We're going back to the power room now. This is kind of how it works with the power. You get access to 1 point, then you have to unlock kind of like all little shortcuts, then you can go back and grant access to another area, which you can now go to without the elevator, of course, because the shortcuts are unlocked. We can go through them. So it's back to the generator room. We're now going to put the fuse into floor 1. We will get 1 more fuse later, by the way. So take out a fuse. No need to use pliers, you're completely safe. Yep, put it in floor 1. Now once you've done so, we're going to go back through kindergarten, back through the playground, and then back into the East Corridor A. Because the playground is now free from threats, you can have a go on the swings if you want to quickly, just as we pass through. We won't be able to do it on a speedrun, so yeah, if you want to take a bit of time in the playground, guys, now will be the time to do so. Just do not drop that sellotape. We really need that to change the endings. Yeah, in East Corridor A, we are going to trigger a cutscene as well in a moment. We're going to turn left when we get through this door. There's going to be 3 crates. The middle crate will have some shotgun ammo inside it. Yeah, the crate in the middle. Shotgun ammo. Continue on and trigger cutscene. After cutscene with Izzy, we're going to turn to your right, go into the boys' restroom. Don't worry, it's out of order, we're allowed in. It's not going to be anybody in here. There is some enemies if you go in the far corner, but we're going to avoid that corner. You want to come right in this corner, grab a gasoline, go this way around the sinks, and then grab a school janitor O2 diary. Grab a school janitor's diary O2 from there. So that corner we avoided. If you go near that corner, like I say, it will spawn a spider crab. So avoid that corner at all costs. Then I'm going to continue forward. Now there's going to be a tripwire. Watch out for the tripwire. You can see if you look closely at the floor. And when you walk into it, wait a moment for the trap to fall down, because it falls down like 2 or 3 steps in front of the tripwire. And then go through that door, which we unlocked by putting fuse in 1A. Go left again, into classroom 104. Once in this classroom, go to the front of the class near the chalkboard and take the VHS tape. Yeah, VHS tape, the playground beneath the TV. Once done so, we're going to exit the room back to the west corridor. We're now going to head right back to the fork and then take a left. Down here, avoid that big door. We're going to come back through there later. That just takes you back to the schoolyard. Now around the corner there will be a mannequin, and there's also another trap, I think. And the second crate around this corner has coin nails, which I just broke. So the second crate around that corner has coin nails. Now there's the enemy, the mannequin. You might not be able to do this, and I think I triggered that by mistake. But if you're lucky and the enemy is in the correct place, you can actually use the trap to kill him. But of course he's too far away from me, so I'm using the shotgun and the sledgehammer trick. Once he's dead, enter this far door on the right. Not the stairwell door, the small door on the far right, this one here. And then once you enter classroom 101, there's going to be a tripwire in the middle. So again, carefully walk on the tripwire, wait for the trap to come down, then go to the desk at the back and grab Helena's note. Once you have Helena's note, exit classroom, turn left, and take the next door on your left. Storage room 102. Now we're going to make a save in here, guys, but when you first come in, there's going to be school janitor's diary on your right, 04. There you go, school janitor's diary 04, and then save your game. Yeah, because the next save is probably like a good 25 minutes away or so, so I kind of had to do it here if you want to keep it on manual saves. But yeah, storage room 102. 2 more videos to go, guys, and that'll be assisted done. Standard is going to be 1 full video, then we've got Tormented to do, which will probably be 4 or 5 videos. But that's it for part 6. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on part 7 tomorrow. Hey, welcome back to my Tormented Souls 2 complete platinum walkthrough. This is our assisted run. We're in the storage room. Just going to do a quick ballet spin, couple of steps, grab a recording tape and head into classroom 102. In here we're going to do a quick puzzle. Just interrupt this filing cabinet on your left. And for this you want the book, the ruler, the compass and the sharpener. Yeah, from left to right this is always the same no matter the difficulty. So it'll be book, ruler, compass and the sharpener. That will give us another fuse, so we can activate 2 different power sources at once, which will be the final 2 we need to put in. Actually, there'll be no more trips to the generator after placing this fuse. Now once you've got that, come to the left and grab it. Well, I'm not going to grab it of course because we're not healing, but we're going to come around here to the left, kill these 2 babies, and on this table on the left is a file, Isabella's diary. That's number 5, so Isabella's diary 05. Yes, kill these 2 babies, guys, with your sledgehammer. Smash this crate near the far right door. And once you've got the nails, go through the door. The last 2 playthroughs I've been doing is ones where I've been healing. That's why I've kind of got healing in my head. But yeah, this assisted run, of course, is no healing, so never heal at all. Then once back in the corridor, you're going to go down slightly and enter the double door on your right. On your right. You'll go back in the schoolyard via the back entrance. You can run past these 2 because there's no need to fight them. Yeah, to run past them, go into the rest corridor 1F. Once in here, you want to turn to your left and then go right into the generator room. In here, come to the fuse panel. You can put that fuse into the elevator, and then the one in one floor, you want to take it out and put it in the second floor. So you want a fuse in the second floor and the elevator. Once you've done so, you're going to go back to the east corridor. So once you're outside here, you want to turn right into the east corridor, and in here will be 2 mannequins. So we're going to kill these 2 enemies. Remember, just 1 shotgun bullet and a sledgehammer will finish them off. That's 1 dead. And then we'll do this one next. You can get overrun. They can both come at once in this area. So if you do have them both come at the same time, you might want to kill them both with a shotgun. And then kill the one remaining who's last man standing with a sledgehammer. Just to conserve a bit of ammo. Once done, come this doorway on the corner into the arts and music room. Kill the 3 babies with a sledgehammer hit to each. On Tormented difficulty, by the way, they teach 2 sledgehammer hits. So we normally just kill these with a shotgun on Tormented, which will kill them in 1 hit. Once they're dead, you can grab the music sheet and then come to window ledge, grab some coil nails, and then come over to the cassette tape. Cassette tape, press eject, lob in the cassette we found a bit earlier. Then press play, and I'm going to enter the playground in the past. Once you're here, you're going to come over to the little plant pot, interact with it, and put the seeds inside. Like so. Then you need to pull the trolley slightly beneath the dripping tap. I don't think you actually have to do this step, but it might patch in the future to make it so it does have to be directly underneath. So pull it underneath, press circle to stop it, and then just check it, make sure it's dripping into it. Yeah, if you don't press circle, you'll probably pull it back too far. So you press circle to stop pulling, and then or pushing, and then just interact with it, guys, to check the water is dripping on the plant. Once done so, come back down here, go back into East Corridor B, turn right, go into Kindergarten, and you're going back into the playground. Once back on the playground, you're going to grab the apple and then go back. Yes, go back through the same door. Head over to where that plant pot was. I'm going to take the apple back to the zombie now. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a reference to Plants vs Zombies, because you've got a zombie looking teacher, he's got a siege near him, and you have to grow a plant. I don't know, but it could just be coincidental. So back into the East Corridor B. Then we're going to go along here and back into the West Corridor. Going to take your first right and then the first door on your right. Yeah, once in here, come over to teacher, give him the apple or her. And then once you've done so, yes, she will disappear and we can grab the snake figurine. You're going to head back to the East Corridor next. Back into East Corridor B, yeah, that's the one. Then you're going to use the elevator and take it up to floor 2. Yeah, take it up to floor 2, to the schoolyard. Once in the schoolyard, you're going to turn left and then turn right. Head all the way to the end and grab the shotgun ammo you pass. When you pass the shotgun ammo, smash a jar just past it to find some nails. And you're going to open this gate ahead of you. Go through a gate, turn right, and there's been an enemy here. If you let him come to a tripwire, you can use that tripwire to kill him. So yes, there was a booby trap there. Come north next, grab the nails on your left, and then grab the coiled nails from the lock on your right. There'll be another trap which you can use to kill this mannequin if he's close by. If not, you just have to use a shotgun and a sledgehammer to kill him. Then we're going to follow this corridor, make our way to the end, and enter the far door. The far door, near the double door, which you can unlock it, but do not go in that far door. Just unlock it and then come to this small door near it. Once in here, come up to the teacher's desk. Grab School Janitor's Diary 03 from there. Yeah, School Janitor's Diary 03. Grab that one. And then we'll go in the door nearby afterwards into Storage Room 201. Once in here, grab the insecticide on your right. Then when you come to the end of the room, be careful, there is a tripwire. So to make sure when you trip that, you stop, wait for the trap to come down, and go through the next door. Back in the corridor, turn left, and then go right around the fork. And you want to go straight ahead into the far door, into the restroom. Once in the guild's restroom, there will be some enemies here, so be ready. Yeah, there'll be 3 spider crabs, so get ready to take them all out. They'll die in 1 sledgehammer hit, and you should get that trophy there, guys, if you have not already. Serial killer. It says kill all enemies in Villa Heads, but it's actually going to be changed, so you only have to kill 120 enemies. Because killing all the enemies in the whole game would have been quite tricky to do, so I think they changed the requirements. And to light this mirror, you need to light candles number 1, number 2, and number 4. Remember, from the bottom left is how I number them. Light candle 1, candle 2, and then candle 4. Now, straight opposite you, sometimes there's nails on the sink. They don't always spawn, but I'm actually going to get them on the way back. We're going to come this next door. You're going to exit the restroom. There's going to be 2 beasts in here. And I'm actually going to kill them with the automatic canaler. Remember, 35 core nails, and then normally 1 melee hit will kill him. So here's one of the beasts. There's normally 2 beasts here. If you're unlucky, they might both be together. Remember, 35 core nails, and then just a melee hit with any weapon will be fine. You have got plenty of core nails, if I'm honest. So you can probably waste a few more. But yeah, I've got them both. So remember, 35 core nails and normally a sledgehammer hit if you did manage to trigger them 1 at a time. Come this room next. Classroom 202 on the other side. There's a mannequin here. Going to knock him down with a shotgun and then 1 sledgehammer to kill him. And then we're going to interact with this puzzle. With this puzzle, make sure you open the door afterwards, because if you do not open the door, you'll go back into the normal world and you'll not be able to take the item. You have to make sure you remember to open the door. I think it's a bit glitchy how it works. Because what happened to me, I didn't open the door, I went there, I couldn't take it, but when I came back to this room, it was open. And then when I went back, then I could take it. So just make sure you open it first time. But yeah, that's the code. So from left to right, you want the grenade symbol, the fire, the mail symbol, the sun, and the happy mask. And like I say, open the door afterwards. Once done so, exit the room. Back in the schoolyard, you're going to turn to your right, head forward, and we're going to enter the next door on your right. If you did not kill both the beasts in here, just make sure you be cautious in case the other one pops up. Once in the west corridor, going to come down the steps, head forward, and go through a door on the far left. This will take us into the lobby. In here, get your hand cannon ready. It'll kill beasts in one hit. So hand cannon, he's dead, and then he's dead. Because if you try to use any other weapon, you're going to get in trouble there, because they both pretty much rush you at the same time. But hand cannon makes quick work of them. Once they're both dead, grab the nails, and once you've got the nails, come up these steps and go in the door on the left. Try not to waste any more hand cannon ammo than what I do, guys, because it does come in very useful later. In the director's office, grab the nails, grab the insecticide sprayer, And you want to make your way all the way back upstairs, guys, and to the upper balcony of the schoolyard. So we've got one more item we need to get in the past, and then we can go back to the present. We do need to come back here to the true ending, actually, which is a bit unfortunate. You know that director's room we're just in, where we found the insecticide sprayer? You have to go all the way back there. Yeah, because the robot, which you need to put an item on, does not spawn until later. Yeah, it does take like a good 5 minutes to get back there as well. To get back there and then get all the way back to where you was just before you took the detour. But in this room, grab a cornell straight opposite the entrance. And then grab a figurine from the corpse on the gurney. Yeah, core nails, that should have been, yeah, about 24 core nails. You grab a 24 core nails, grab a toad figurine, leave the room, go right again, and then make your way back down to the guild's restroom. In the guild's restroom, come over to this toilet on the left with all the flies buzzing around it. You're going to examine the sprayer, going to combine the insecticide with it, and you're going to use it on the flies. Like so. And then once done that, yeah, so there's some nails. Like I say, they don't always spawn. I don't know what makes them, maybe it's some sort of bug. But yeah, as you can see, nails can spawn on that sink. But I don't think it spawned for me on standard or tormented. But yeah, go through the mirror, go back into real world, back in the restroom. Before you exit, go to the toilet and now grab the toad figurine. In order to grab that figurine, you have to spray the swarm of flies around it in the past. And then when you come back in the present, you can grab it. So yes, once you've got the figurine, guys, come back into the corridor. Continue north. We're now going to go into that far right door with the boards on it. We're going to use the crowbar just to take off the boards and then go inside. So in here, the cage should be open, but immediately on your right in that suspended shelf is a nails, so grab the nails. Yeah, so to grab a hawk figurine. That's one. If you do not open that safe door, I think the cage is open, but it doesn't let you take it. But to be honest, it might have worked if I just left the room and went back in. That might have done it. But anyway, once you've got a hawk figurine, you now want to go back past the elevator and into the science lab. Yeah, so back into the science lab near the elevator. There'll be two mannequins now. So you want to take them both out, just like normal. Use your shotgun to knock them down and then the sledgehammer attack. If you wait for them to get a bit closer, you might damage them both with one shot. And I kind of messed it up there because I aimed onto the wrong one. I meant to shoot them both once and then quickly knock them both out with a sledgehammer. And it looks like I did actually damage the second one, because that shotgun bullet did kill him, which is quite good. But once they're both dead, come over to this puzzle. Now, from top to right, we're going to start at the top and then work on the bottom row. It's going to be hawk, snake, toad, and fly. So there you go. Hawk, snake, toad, and fly. Grab a combination key. If that's a key which is currently glitched when it comes to a trophy connected to it, there's a trophy for unlocking every lock with that key. It's currently glitched. But when we do the tormented playthrough, I'll let you know about when you want to make a save. So if it does get fixed and it doesn't pop retroactively, you can just load the save up and go and do the final lock and that should pop it for you. But like I say, we'll come back to that on tormented difficulty. So you're going to go back down the elevator to floor 1. Once on floor 1, we're going to turn right, go right again and back into the library. In the library there'll be two babies now. Take out the two babies by hitting them on the head. They're actually sat on the table near that entrance we just came through when we first came through the library. We're making our way to the boss now, Pighead. Back in the lobby, you want to go straight on. and you can come into the break room opposite. Once in the break room, grab Isabella's Diary 01, and that should pop the trophy mother. That's for finding all of Isabella's diary entries. If you didn't pop the trophy, you might have missed one. I'll show you how many there should be. Yeah, so there should be 6. If you are missing any, if you check in the text guide once it goes live, you can just type in like Isabella's Diary -01 or 03, whatever one you're missing, and that'll show you where it is. So grab a recording tape from that locker, and then come to a tape recorder, guys, and save your game. Yeah, we're going to complete this playthrough in about 3 hours 16 minutes altogether. Yeah, so once you're saved, guys, leave the stream and go in the immediate door on your right to get into the director's office, but in the present. Once near, grab a shotgun bullets on the cabinet on your right, and then unlock this door. With this door, you need to use the master key. So I normally interact with the door, then examine the key, and then set it up properly. So from top to bottom, you want the female, you want the cross, and you want the moon symbol. The female, of course, is a circle with like a plus sign below it, and a male is a circle with an arrow sign above it. And then, like I say, female, cross, and moon. Female, cross, moon. Once done so, go through. If you turned right there, it would have took you to a healing item, which of course you don't need. You just want to continue down the steps. When you get to the first fork, turn right, and at the end here will be School Janitor's Diary 05. Grab that diary, continue on the remaining path. Watch out for the tripwire. Trigger it, wait for the trap to come down, guys, and continue forward. Now you want to equip your hand cannon for this fight. 2 shots from hand cannon will knock him down. On Tormented, it takes 2 shots and about 4 nails. But yes, on assisted, 2 hand cannon bullets, like I say, will knock him down. And then when you do this fight, so of course there's a bit of a gimmick to it. You see them electrical generators, there's 3 on the sides of the room. You have to knock him down, then stand in front of the generator, then when he recovers, he'll always charge at you. So he's going to charge into that one, get electrocuted, and you've got to do this 3 times. So like I say, each time it will take 2 hand cannon bullets. So if you do this right, all you need is 6 hand cannon in order to do this fight. Sometimes he might not hit the generator properly. If that happens and he misses it, it will take a lot less to knock him down again. So if he ever misses the generator, use your modified nailer on him, guys, and it will only take about 5 shots. It only goes back to normal when he's actually hit generator, then his health kind of resets, and you've got to knock it all down all the way again. So there you go, that's number 2. If you're far enough away, you can normally shoot him before he gets a chance to attack. But if he's kind of doing one of his leaping attacks, where he needs to be a bit closer to you, your shots will not normally stun him. It will damage him, but it will not stun him. But he's far enough away and shoot him with the hand cannon, yes, each shot will stun him. And it's a really easy fight. And there you go, 3rd and final one, and that's it, Pighead is over. You'll get the Butcher Trophy. Defeat Pighead, like I say, on Tormented he takes 2 hand cannon and about 4 or 5 nails. Most enemies are like that on Tormented. They have just a little bit more HP. Sorry, yeah, a little bit more HP. So the way you'd kill him unassisted with, for example, like 1 shotgun or 2 shotgun or 2 handgun, it don't quite work. So take just a little bit more. Same with the Punished. The Punished normally take 1 shotgun, but no, on a Tormented they take 1 shotgun and a few more nails. But when you come back in this corridor, grab Anna's sketchbook just before the director's office. That will be Anna's sketchbook 05. Once you got that one, come back into the office for a cutscene. Leave via the fire door, guys, come back into the lobby. Once in the lobby, you're going to go down the hatch on your left, which we unlocked the shortcut to earlier, into the janitor's room. If not, you're going to have to go back to the elevator, go down to the basement and take a long way round. But yeah, that hatch should be open, guys, because we unlocked it earlier. Once in janitor's room, make way all the way to this door near the end. Not the end door, the door near the middle. But you're going to come to this TV, guys, and put the Pighead mask in the hand. There you go, that will open the front door to the school. Put the Pighead mask in the hand, and the front door's open. We can now leave. But first, you've got to do some true ending steps. So you're going to come to computer lab, There's sometimes an enemy here which glitches up, and yes, so you see, so the enemy's kind of there, but it's not, but I can't get past him. So if that happens, all you want to do is you can either leave the room and come back in, or just load that game if you've got an autosave. But if you're on standard and you're doing no saves, of course you need to exit the room and come back, or last thing to do would be to come in the other side. But once got past him, that'll be an Arachne enemy. We're going to kill him with one shotgun and one sledgehammer hit. Yeah, one shotgun, one sledgehammer. And we're going to unlock this locker. So this is another one of the master key locks. And the code for this one from top to bottom is sun, heart, and male. Yeah, sometimes the locket kind of resets. I don't know why it happens. Sometimes it happens for me, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, sun, heart, male, and yes, I have picked the wrong one at the top. So you see me go back in a moment. Sun, heart, and male. No, I did the wrong one, like I said. So you'll have to examine it again if you pick the wrong combination. There we go, sun, heart, and male. So in here, you're going to find the upgrade for the hand cannon, and this will be the final upgrade. And assuming you've upgraded every other weapon, you'll get a trophy. So the recoil spring, don't think it makes much of a difference, if I'm honest. But yes, combine that with the hand cannon, and you'll get that trophy. Gunsmith, upgrade all the weapons. Shame it's not like an upgrade for, well, more upgrades. Would have been nice to get a damage upgrade for like the normal nailer, for example. Something like that. Or a damage upgrade for the shotgun would have been nice. But once you've got that, you want to come out the door back into the basement area, not to the janitor's room. Take a door leading back to the basement so you can go to the elevator. Because we need to do that quick step for the true ending. You're going to ride up to 2F. Take you to the schoolyard. Once you get up here, you want to turn left and then right through the gate. Go to the end, then we're going to go right to the restroom and go back into the past. You need the duct tape for this, but we actually got the duct tape earlier, before the school if you remember. Getting the duct tape that early does save it probably like 5 to 10 minutes, because it saves you going from the school, going from the convent back to the school and then back to the church. And it probably, like I say, it saves about 5 to 10 minutes of the journey time. So once back in the past, there won't be any more enemies, but yeah, you have got a quite long trip back to the director's office. There's going to be a robot there now, and one on the gurney. Just put duct tape on the robot's neck to fix the leak in the pipework, and we can exit the school. When we do exit the school, by the way, this might have been changed in patches, or it might be connected to difficulty, but I think it's connected to patches. The zombies used to spawn slower when you leave the school, but now when I've gone through that on standard and tormented, they're already spawned. And what it means is when you go across a wooden walkway outside the school in the district, there's always a zombie blocking it. Yeah, there's always a zombie blocking it. It's probably not going to be a big problem on assisted. On assisted, if I remember, a shotgun bullet will knock down zombies, but on tormented they have no effect. So you have to use a crossbow bolt to actually kill it straight away. So yes, once back in here guys, director's office in the past, use duct tape on the neck of that robot, and that's all you got to do. Yeah, so as I was saying, sellotape determines what ending you're going to get, whether it's going to be a bad ending or the good ending. So all the way back to the lobby now, and then back out the front door. Yeah, it would have been nice to have a bit of a shortcut. You know, they could have put enemies on the way back, could have made it a bit worse. I'm surprised they didn't actually. You would have thought if there's, you know, there's like a bit of a trip you have to make for true ending, they would have put more enemies. Because they did in the convent. In the convent there's like, you know, enemies. We're going to go through a train station next. We're going to get some more hand cannon ammo. Some more shotgun ammo. We'll get another note for Joseph. We're actually going to get another collectible trophy in this video yet. We'll get the one for... oh, sorry, that's in the next video. But it's literally right near the end. At the start of video 8, we're going to be getting another collectible trophy. Once back in the schoolyard, in the normal world. So So go back down to the elevator. You're now going to ride it down to 1F, go straight through the library and then straight back to the lobby and exit the school. The way this is looking currently is we'll finish assisted in tomorrow's video. Then part 9 is going to be one full playthrough because there's no other way to do no saves. I can't put no saves up in episodes because it won't work. It means you'd have to leave your console on for days. So yes, part 9 is going to be a full playthrough coming in at about 2 hours 46. And then of course Tormented will be in episodes like this one, but only about 6. Be a lot quicker, be about 3 hours, just under 3 hours. So again, about 6 episodes. Not many more to go. They will be adding unlockables at a future date, unlockable weapons, but I think they're going to come maybe in a month's time or something. I can't see them releasing it too early. I have been using the electric lance because they did leave it in by mistake, and they have since removed it. It's quite good because it made it so with the electric lance, one hit stuns any basic mobs. Basically, I mean, it's not mega strong, but it's got really good knock stun damage. So one hit would stun any basic enemy, even the beasts. It just wouldn't work on bosses, but of course you've got other weapons to do that anyway. So it's good for that to save ammo, because it stuns an enemy every single hit. So you can actually just keep spamming it if you're low in ammo. But yeah, run straight through there guys, through a district before zombies spawn. If the zombies are already present, like I was saying, use a crossbow to kill a 1 on the wooden walkway instantly. Yeah, a crossbow to kill a 1 on the wooden walkway instantly before all the others catch up. Once in the train station, go right, grab the shotgun bullets. And you want to make your way to the opposite side. You'll see Joseph. And just past him will be Joseph's diary 04 on the bench. Once got his diary, come to the bottom part of the platforms and go between them both. And at the end near the train, there'll be some gasoline in the bush. Once got that gasoline, yes, that will be about 60 ammo. You're going to come back to the end of the platforms and use the metal detector, because there's going to be powder and shot ×3. And by the way, on standard and tormented you get about 30% less ammo compared to assisted. For example, that powder and shot we just got, that gave us 3 ammo, but on standard and tormented it's only going to give you 2. And that gasoline we just got was 60, but on standard and tormented it'll give us 40. Like I say, it's about 30% less ammo you get on the other difficulties. Now on this platform, we're going to carry on to the end. We're going to enter the train. In here, there'll be a letter on your right, beloved mother. Grab that letter, unlock the nearby door. Do not go through it, just unlock that shortcut door. And you want to grab the recording tape. And I'm going to save the game, and that'll be it for part 7, guys. So tomorrow's video, we're going to complete assisted. Then part 9 will be one full playthrough. And of course, tormented will begin from part 10 onwards. And we're doing good for time, so we're going to be doing under 5 hours on every playthrough easily. So that'll be it, part 7 done guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on part 8 tomorrow. Hey, welcome back to part 8 guys of Tormented Souls 2. This is the assisted 100% run. And this will be the final video. Going to get the run completed in this one. We're going to leave the train. We're going to go a bit further down the platform and then go into the foyer. Grab a collectible and an item and then head back to town. The collectible is on this bench. That's Miguel's diary 08. And when you collect that, you're going to get a trophy soldier for collecting all of Miguel's diary entries. So let's just check to make sure you got them all, just in case that trophy didn't pop. But these are all the ones you should have. So 8 altogether. And if you have missed any, if you look in the text guide once it goes live, it'll be linked in the description. And you can just kind of go find and replace, type in the one you're missing, like Miguel's diary 08, and it should take you to it. I mean, you should have most of them if you've been following the guide pretty closely, so I've tried to make sure I've actually pointed them out and emphasised them when we have to come across them. But once back outside, go past the telephone box, head over to the church gate, and we're going to use the master key to unlock it. Now this should pop the master key trophy, but currently it is glitched. The code you want is from top to bottom, heart, yin yang, and star. Yes, I need to rotate the middle one a bit more. heart, yin yang, and star. Don't worry about it being glitched at the moment, because I'm hoping by the time we go into our Tormented playthrough, which will be our third and final playthrough, it's going to be patched by then, and we'll just put the trophy on Tormented difficulty. But what I'm going to do is, if it's not, I'm going to advise you where to make a save backup. So we'll probably go into that same train, we'll make a save. So if that trophy does not pop, you can just reload the save once a patch has gone live and pop it then by just doing that final lock. But once you open the gate, guys, come to a church. Go up the steps on this side of the church. Smash that jar on the left to find some shotgun ammo. Get quite a lot on that one. 6 on assisted, 4 on every other difficulty. Assuming it's never going to get changed. And then from them 6 shotgun shells, head to the opposite side. Smash a green jar near this door, find nails, and then interrupt the door nearby and take off the wooden planks using a crowbar. And then we're going to head inside. Once inside, you're going to spin right, come to the top here, grab that Sister Angelica's notepad 01 off that altar. Once you've got Sister Angelica's notepad, you want to come to this door next, into the storeroom. Grab the hose from the locker at the back, the rubber hose. Then go back into here. There will be an enemy, we can easily avoid him, because he normally pops up on that side. So all you do is you run around the opposite side to avoid him. We'll pretty much be doing this for every other difficulty. And go straight back in this door, because enemies cannot follow you through rooms. So once back in here, we're going to turn right, go over to the front door, but we're going to go straight past it, and to the far corner you'll find the elevator. You want to interrupt the box, and you want to connect the rubber hose, then the metal wire, and then use the pliers. Yes, the 3 items you need to use in that one: rubber hose, metal wire, and the pliers. That's why I've been dragging the metal wire around for the whole of the game since the start. Use the elevator next, go up, turn left, go around here, and go between the seats on your left coming up. Smash the second green jar inside to find some nails. You're going to pass some steps in a moment, and we are going to go up the steps. Go up the steps. If you go past them, there is some shotgun ammo and I think it's nails, shotgun ammo and nails or something. But when you approach the shotgun ammo, just past the steps, it triggers 3 zombies to spawn, and so you pretty much just end up using it all. So just avoid the ammo, go straight up the steps, guys. Avoid triggering the zombies, and you can just come into this next room, into the stairwell. Head to the bottom, turn left at the bottom, smash these 2 green jars, you'll find some nails, and that's all we want. Now going to the door opposite the stairs. There are some healing items, but of course we are avoiding them, because this is no heals. We're going to be collecting every healing item, by the way, on standard and the Tormented playthroughs. So come to the cabinet opposite, grab a Mother Lucia's Diary 05, and then you can save your game. So once you've got Mother Lucia's Diary 05 and you've made a save, head through the door opposite the save point, opposite the desk. There'll be some nails and a recording tape on the way out. There's nails on that small round table. And recording tape is on the bench, just past it. And then go through this door. To get a bit further into the main room of the church, you can unlock 2 shortcut gates now to get back to the main foyer. But you're never going to have to go through here, unless of course you miss something that you might need to. You're going to grab them coil nails off that seat, and then come over to the mirror. Now for this mirror, remember from the bottom left, I count that 1, and I count them in a clockwise manner. So I'm going to light candles 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then candles 10 to 15. So 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then candles 10 all the way through to 15. So quite a lot to light there. You're going to come into the church, the other side. Going to equip the automatic nailer ready, and then this first beast enemy, going to take him out with 40 bullets. You've got plenty of ammo, so you can just use your automatic nailer. So like I say, about 40 bullets to not kill him. And you want to equip the hand cannon for these next 2. These next 2, if you line them up, you can kill them both with 1 hit. So wait for the first one to come for you, and the second one behind him to kind of line up. Then shoot the first one, and the bullet will go straight through him, guys, and kill the one behind him. 2 for the price of 1 there, which are pretty cool. Once you kill them, come over to the front, which is supposed to be the church, but the other side. Go through the passage on the left, going down the steps, which will loop down the bottom, then go through this door at the lower part of this room, guys. In here, this is the undercroft other side. There's going to be another beast enemy, so you're going to go back to your automatic nailer and kill them the same as the other one. There are some shotgun bullets opposite if you just saw them. So you come down the first path, it will open up slightly, grab the shotgun bullets straight ahead. And normally the enemy has aggro by then, but this one was a bit slower. It's near the mirror. So like I say, about 40 bullets from the automatic nailer. Or sorry, 40 nails. Once he's dead, carry on past him, go through the mirror to get back to the undercroft on the real side. Once here, there's actually some powder and shot bullets here in the floor, which is a pretty unusual place. They're normally in like ground, aren't they, or soil. But yes, shoot a metal detector there and you'll find powder and shot on the left side of that coffin. Here is another diary, Sister Angelica's notepad 07. Make sure you grab that. Sister Angelica's notepad 07. Continue down here, go through this little path on your left, smash this green jar, you'll find nails inside there. You want to put out that lamp. You see that candle, I left it alight. I want to show you that it does currently work. But you want to come to store and switch off all your lights. And that will happen. Apparently you're supposed to turn off the candles in the other side, but there isn't any. So I think they made a mistake and it's supposed to be the candle here, that one we just passed. But as you can see, the door still opens even if you leave the candles on. But they might fix that in the future. So what you might want to do, guys, like I say, put out that candle, just be on the safe side, then go to that door like I did and turn off all your lights. Then when you're about to die, that door will illuminate and it will open for you and give you access to the bunker. And then you go down this lift. Because if you don't do it properly, of course you turn out your lights and you won't know if it's going to work properly until you die. And you do not want that killing you on your no saves run. But no saves, I am going to put a candle out anyway, just be on the safe side. But I'm not quite sure why that happened. Because when they gave us the review copies, they sent out a load of documents and it had like a kind of like a official tips things they sent to us, had all puzzle solutions and some other tips and things. And for this puzzle, for opening that door, they said you need to go to the other side, put out the candles and then come back. You know, go to the undercroft other side. But there's no candles on the other side in the undercroft. There is a candle on the normal side, but of course you don't need to put that out. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. So could be something they was going to do, but then went back on and didn't update the text guide they sent out to all us reviewers, or maybe it's just a bug and they're going to fix it in the future. I don't quite know for sure, but just keep that in mind, guys. So down here, guys, is Dr. Nathaniel's notepad 03 on your left. Make sure you grab that and then put your hand on that door scanner to open it. And continue through here. On the second conveyor belt, you'll get some nails. Go through the scanner, then go left. Come down these steps. Now be very careful here. If you put in the wrong combination, it'll be an instant game over. And you want to make sure you get this right on your no saves playthrough. So the one on the left, it wants to be all the way to the top. The yellow one wants to be 1 from the bottom. And the green one wants to be 2 from the bottom. I mean, because they start off in the middle, you can just put red up 3 times, yellow down 2 times, and the green down 1 time. But like I say, from the bottom, the red one needs to have 6, the yellow wants to be only 1, and the green wants to be 2. So it's like 6, 1, 2. And I will make sure I emphasize that on no saves, because like I say, it'll be a game over if you put in the wrong thing. And you have to put your hand in then to where the needle is, and then press the big yellow button, and you'll inject yourself with the puppet virus. You have to have the puppet virus inside you in order to unlock a door coming up. Once in the next room, go to the fork, go left, follow the path to the end, and you reach a safe room. Go into the mesh fence on your left, find recording tape, come up here to find Sister Angelica's notepad 05. Yes, 05, Sister Angelica's notepad, and then save your game. This is the second to last save point before the final boss. Yeah, one more safe room to go. This area is actually quite small. The church and the bunker, they're very quick areas to do. As you saw, we've already done the church, now we're in the bunker. And this area is just as quick as the church. Probably the church is a little bit quicker, but this is quite close to it in terms of length. And you're going to come across a bunch of diver enemies. So we're going to go back to fork and take the remaining path. The diver enemies on assisted, shotgun works really well on them. Look, 2 shots will knock him down, and then a 3rd will kill him, which is really good. Then you're going to run past him and grab Sister Angelica's notepad 03 on them computers past him. Like I say, Sister Angelica's notepad 03, make sure you grab that and then come through this door. In this room, go straight forward, grab the spark plug from the gurney, and that's all you want to get. There is some healing items there, but of course you don't need them. So once you've got a spark plug, go back out into the corridor, turn left, then take the next right, go down the steps, and then unlock this door by putting your fingerprints on the scanner. We've got gloves on, but it can still read us. So yeah, just click on there. Yeah, if you don't have put virus inside you, this door will not open. And we're going to head into the generator room. In here, turn left once you can, and there'll be a file on this generator here. Sister Angelica's notepad 06. Once you've got the 06 Sister Angelica's notepad, climb this ladder opposite it. We're going to run to the end of this walkway because you'll find some shotgun ammo right at the end. Once you've got that shotgun ammo, you're going to go back to that spark plug slot we just passed, this one here, and put in that spark plug in the empty slot. That's all you need to do. All the wires and everything else will connect themselves. You just have to like slide it in there and the rest will do the work for you. Climb back down the ladder, turn to your left, press this red switch on the back of the generator, go around to the front of it and then pull this lever, and that will get the elevator running. Right, once you've done that, go back into the corridor, go left at the recent fork, then enter that door we were just in earlier, where we've got a spark plug from. Elevator passage. In here, now take a left to begin with. Come to the elevator, now it's working, we can press a button to open the door, and first of all you want to ride it down to B3. B3 is actually the floor we need to go to reach a boss. B2 is where we've got to do most of the story steps beforehand, but we have to go down to B3 to get a keycard. And you can actually go straight for the final boss now, but you get a game over because you need to do some other steps first, which you'll find out shortly. So once here, you want to turn left, come to the end here, and enter this door into the incinerator room. Carrying along here, and first you want to grab the ammo, because if you grab the key card first, when you come back down here, it's going to trigger 2 enemies secret. Get the ammo first, then you can just run past the enemies, because there's absolutely no need to come back in here later at all. So grab the nails, grab the shotgun bullets, go back up to the walkway and follow it around to the top of the room. Take a key card from this guy. He's been holding on for you for all this time, but now he's finally proud to give it to you. So once you got it, come down the bottom. These 2 arachne enemies will spawn. Just keep running and you should avoid him, and then go back into this previous room. In the elevator passage, we're going to go back to the elevator and now ride it up to B2 now that we have the key card. So back to the fork, turn right. If you turn left, that will take you towards the final boss. Like I say, you can go towards him and try to enter his room, but like I say, you'll get game over. So once on B2, just go to the end and enter the fire door, because there's only one path in this room, but there is a notepad there. So straight opposite on the computers is Dr. Nathaniel's notepad 01. So grab 01, Dr. Nathaniel's notepad, and then go in the fire door. In here, grab a notepad in front of you, Dr. Nathaniel's notes 02. 02, Dr. Nathaniel's notes. Once got them, go to the next fork, go left, go around this curved corridor and enter the door at the very end of this corridor. These divers, by the way, as you can probably imagine, some point they're probably going to come to life. Yep, that does happen on our way back in a bit. Not all of them though, I think only 2 come to life. So in here, we're going to make our way forward. We're going to go past the cassette tape, so that cassette tape and the projector screen, keep it in mind for later, of course, we're going to have to come back. with a VHS tape. Use a small elevator at the back of the room. Come down here, there will be some nails near 3 capsules, there you go. Them nails near them 3 test tubes. Carry on to the end in this failed subject room. Grab the empty syringe. Once got the empty syringe, make our way back up the elevator. We will be back in this room a bit later in order to use that cassette tape. Now as you come across here, 2 beasts will spawn. So if you use your hand cannon, you can kill them both instantly. There you go, so 2 beasts, you kill them both instantly guys with your hand cannon. Or if you want to save some of your hand cannon ammo, they die within 2 or 3 shotgun bullets, which is quite good. But your hand cannon, you want to try to make sure you keep at least 8 bullets for the final boss, so it makes quick work of his tentacles. 8 bullets for the final boss. So back in this curved corridor, kill these divers with 3 shotgun bullets each. That's the first one. Carry on a little bit further, and this is diver number 2. Once he dives out of his little spawn location, yeah, take him out. 3 shots. Head all the way back here to that fork, and then go in the door on your left. Into the subject containment room. In here, go straight ahead and go down the ladder, which is leading down. There's 2 ladders in this room, one leading up, one leading down. We want to go down. Once you do go down, turn right. There'll be some shotgun bullets on this cabinet to your right. Then go the other direction. Pull that lever to turn on the electric for that monstrosity up ahead. Yeah, Nemesis. Climb this ladder next, and then climb up the next ladder. Just go right near the entrance. Up here, on this next walkway, you want to go left first, because we want to inject the monstrosity with the large extractor needle. That's it, stick it straight in there. Go as deep as you can guys, trying to make sure it's definitely going to be sucking out its brains. And once you've done that, come around here and place the empty syringe in the slot. And you'll take out his brain juice. Once you've got a filled syringe with his brain juice, you're going to go back down the ladder and then go back out of the room via the door. We're now going to use a keycard. The room we need to use a keycard on is halfway along the curved corridor. So back outside into the rotunda corridor, turn right, head along here, halfway. You need to use the keypad on the panel to the left of the door. There it is. So interact with the panel, keycard, swipe it down, and hit the massive red button. That big one in the middle. Not a small one, the big one in the middle. Come into laboratory next. Head into the main room, and then into the back right darkened passage. At the end here will be a file. That'll be Mother Lucia's Diary 04. And once you grab that one, guys, you'll get a Fanatic trophy. So Mother Lucia's Diary 04. You should have all of Mother Lucia's diary entries now. And these are all at once. Like I say, if you've missed any, check the text guide once it's done and linked. Should be 6 all together. And then come into the bedroom and grab the VHS tape laboratory from the bed. Once you've got a diary and the VHS tape, that's all you need. Head back into corridor, turn to your right, and then go back into the room where them 2 beasts were. I forget the name of that room now. Is it containment ward? I think it is. Yeah, containment ward next. We've got the last diary entry coming up as well, which will pop a trophy. I get 91 altogether by the time the game's complete. I think that's every single one. Of course, you don't need them all for trophies. You just need all the ones which are, of course, required for trophies, like most of diary entries, like Mother Lucia's diary, you know, things like that. But I think 91 is every single one, unless some have glitched or something. But once in here in containment wards, put the VHS tape inside the cassette player, guys, and come into the past. Once in the past, come to the end here and grab Sister Angelica's notepad 04. You should pop that trophy scientist for finding all of Sister Angelica's notes, and also journalist for collecting all diary entries. So I think we had to get Miguel's, we had to get Mother Lucia's, was it? Sister Angelica. There was another one back in the school, forget which one that was now. Was it Sister Miriam? But you should have them all if you've been following the guide. But a lot of these aren't needed, like I say. So Anna's sketchbook, I don't think Anna's sketchbook is needed. But yeah, so once done that, come in here, grab a gasoline. So you got gasoline, you got a final notepad, you popped all the collectible trophies. So now, come in here, come to the capsule. Yeah, with the naked woman inside, I wonder who that is. And then connect the filled syringe with the IV bag. That's it. So if you're a bit upset there's no nipples at the start of the game, they saved them until the end. So that's all you got to do, inject the IV bag with the filled syringe, and now you can actually go and engage the final boss. Because that pretty much takes the puppet virus out of you. So now the part of the end you will not be able to be controlled. You'll be completely free. Yeah, you have your freedom of speech back. So you want to continue back along the corridor. Well, you'll think you've got your freedom of speech back, but you don't quite have any freedom, really. We're going to ride the elevator down to B3 next, all the way back down to B3, and then down into the temple. There's going to be 2 more diver enemies, but 3 shotgun bullets will make quick work of them. Yeah, as long as you've got 8 hand cannon bullets remaining, you'll get rid of the boss really easily. So B3, now you want to head forward. Yeah, the fork, just go forward. So here's the first diver, 3 shots. The second diver, you don't even have to kill him, you could just stun him and then run past him, use the elevator. She's not going to chase you down. I don't think divers can use elevators. They normally try to press it with their trident, but they have a bit of trouble hitting the button. But I just killed them both, so I've got plenty of ammo. And then ride this one down. This one doesn't have any floors you can choose, just press the button, take it all the way down to the bottom. This is all my ammo. Look how much I've got, so much ammo. Loads. The gasoline, by the way, the chainsaw works quite well on the main boss. That's what we're going to be doing on Tormented difficulty, just because you have a lot less ammo. But yeah, got so much ammo left on assisted. 50 shotgun bullets, quite a lot. Standard and Tormented, you get about 30% less ammo. But the thing about Tormented is enemies take a bit longer to kill. Standard, they've got similar health to assisted, but you just get a bit less ammo on standard. Whereas Tormented is the same ammo as standard, but the enemies have more health. At the current patch, of course, this might change and might tweak things a little bit. We'll see what happens, because ammo is very, very tight Tormented, even for me when I've optimised everything. But of course it will be nice and easy for you. So when you go down there, through that, when you squeeze through that gap in the wall, you're going to go left when you see the circle on the floor with the obelisks around it. Go left at the fork and come to this tent. Grab the acid test tubes, grab a recording tape, and it's another chest but you've got a healing item in which I don't need. And this is the final save point in the game. So there it is, make a save. This boss, of course, very, very gimmicky like the rest. You have to destroy all the tentacles before you can attack the boss himself. But when you have destroyed the tentacles, the boss will stay down infinitely, as far as I know, until you've actually damaged him. I mean, I did leave it just on for like minutes and the boss stayed downed. So once the boss is downed, you can just use your worst ammo, or even use a melee weapon if you don't want to waste any ammo. There's no need to use any of your good weapons on the boss when he is down, despite what some other guides say. All you need to do is knock him down, use your best weapons on the tentacles, knock him down really quick. And of course, like I say, just melee the actual boss when he's knocked down. The tentacles, if you do not deal enough damage when they first slam on the floor, then you might have to hit them again, it might take longer. The aim is to try to defeat each tentacle the first time it becomes vulnerable. Yeah, each time, and you have to be quick, 'cause the tentacles will eventually lift up. And when it does a sweep in, you have to dodge through it, guys. No other way to dodge it. I've tried standing in every corner. I've tried standing on them steps. There's no way to avoid it unless you dodge through it. And it always spins anti-clockwise, by the way. So when the tentacles slam down, as you just saw with that one, they'll all slam down, then eventually one of the tentacles will just sit there, and that's when you can damage it. And it'll sit there for probably about 5 to 10 seconds. and then you have to quickly damage it enough, and if you do not do it quick enough, you have to go for a second round of that same tentacle. And but if you've got a hand cannon, that'll kill them all in one hit. Like I say, wait for them to stop and lay there. That's it. So hand cannon, one hit. Gets rid of this part really nice and easy. This would be good on Tormented, but unfortunately on Tormented difficulty, I just don't have any hand cannon ammo left by this point. Because this part's quite, I wouldn't say it's easy, but once a tentacle is able to be damaged, there's nothing that can really damage you. So you don't really want to be saving your best ammo for this when it's not too difficult. I like I say, the chainsaw works quite well. Chainsaw works quite well on it, because the chainsaw, it takes about 40 hits with the chainsaw, and the chainsaw can actually defeat a tentacle the first time. And with the chainsaw, we've always got plenty of ammo left because I don't use it for anything. So on Tormented, yes, we're going to use use the chainsaw on these tentacles. And when they do come up in the middle, like I say, they spin anti-clockwise and you have to dodge through it. So dodge against the direction it's spinning from. Don't dodge into the direction, or sorry, with the direction it's coming from, because you might get hit. So try to dodge through it. That's all you got to do. And then once you've destroyed all 4 tentacles, you've got to come over to the boss, use a crowbar on his head, and if you want to equip any melee weapon, I use the sledgehammer, so it's a bit quicker. Yep, and just hit him a few times, guys, and that'll do the first stage. So he's got 2 stages, and you probably saw as well, when you have to destroy the tentacle, he'll start zapping you with lightning. That's the first stage then. By the way, do not open your inventory when you've knocked him out, when he's been knocked down. Yes, when you've dealt enough damage and you kind of made him recover, do not open your inventory. So I did that once and it crashed the game. I mean, it's probably not going to always happen, but just bear it in mind. So he's zapping you now, but he's always going to shoot laser at you, and he'll zap you a bit quicker. So again, hand cannon on the tentacle when it's just laying there for you to damage it. So he's shooting quicker now, but he's also going to shoot a laser from his eye. Good thing about chainsaw as well is because now he can shoot you with the laser when you're damaging a tentacle, but with the chainsaw, the laser will like stun you, but the chainsaw will still be damaging the tentacle for some reason. A bit of a bug, but it works quite well. So that's going to be useful in Tormented. But yeah, if you've got a hand cannon, great, use that. But if not, the chainsaw is probably the second best thing you can use. And on Tormented, we're actually going to have to attack the tentacle first with a few nails, and then use the chainsaw. So on Tormented, it'll be a few nails and then chainsaw, and that'll defeat every tentacle the first time it drops down. And if you do get damaged and you get put in danger, try not to get hit again, because we're doing no heals. You've probably got like 2 hits and you're dead, especially if you're on caution. So that's it, 1 more to go, and all I've got to do is run up to the boss, hit him in the head 2 times sledgehammer, and that's the game completed. On the other difficulties, there's no extra enemies. All the enemies spawn in the same place. Yeah, all enemy placement is the same. All ammo placement is the same as well. Every single item is in the same place. All that's different is the quantities. You'll get less ammo, but healing items are all the same. You get all the same healing items. That's it. So sledgehammer, or because he's pretty much dead now, you can just use any ammo. But there's no new game plus at the moment. But there is a new game plus in the future. Of course, you want to try and conserve your ammo, ready for further playthroughs. But that's it. That's the game completed. So you get the true ending, of course. So we're going to pop a lot of trophies now. If they have made an update when you're watching this, make sure you save your game at the end if they give you that option. So you've got a cleared save. Yeah, a bunch of trophies. Untouchable, Anxiety, Redemption, and Walker. Yeah, I think I completed that in 3 hours 16. And I got an A rank. I think the reason I got an A rank is because I saved the game. Yeah, so A rank, and we unlocked the Lazy Sunday outfit. That's it, so 91 files. I killed over 150 enemies. I used 1 healing item, of course, that very first one, but you're allowed to heal only once. But not a bad time, 3 hours 18, 100%. And that'll be it anyway. So that's the first playthrough done. Just got standard, no saves, and then Tormented to do. Of course, we've got to do no map as well, but we'll do that in either of them two. Don't really matter. But yes, that'll be it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. It might not go up tomorrow because the next video is going to be a full video, like 2 or 3 hours long. So it might be Saturday, but yeah, go within a day or two. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.